All right. Well, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club. Stop and chat. Today we have a very special returning guest. Mr. Blake Johnson is back with us. Yes.
Back in the U.S. of A.
Man, how are you, dude? ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien.
You too.
¿Y tú?
What?
¿Cómo estás?
See,
Do you actually speak Spanish pretty well now?
Yeah, you kind of have to out there. Like, as far as living, like, you're going to hit a wall eventually if you can only speak English. And, like, while my Spanish is still improving, it's still kind of difficult. Like, with my Spanish is pretty good. I think understanding people is the difficulty because some people can talk so fast where you're just like,
They talk fast.
wait, what did you say?
yeah. And like, but the thing is, what I've really kind of taken away from that is you can't sit there and try to listen to every single word. You kind of get the gist of it. You're just like, oh, I understood that word. Okay, so he must be saying that.
You kind of put it together in your head. Yeah.
And
Plus,
then
they got Catalan out there too. It's like the whole other, like, you don't even know what.
For a while, I didn't know
It's
because
crazy.
I couldn't understand Spanish that well for a bit. So I would be like, I'm not sure if he's saying something in Catalan or if he's in Spanish. But then once you start getting your Spanish better, then like now I can understand when people are speaking Catalan. I can't understand it, but I can.
You know what they're. Yeah.
I know that they're not speaking Spanish.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know that word.
Well, for the people out there that don't know, you've just been spending. How long were you out there?
So about
We were in Barcelona for
a month and a year. I've been home for almost a month. For a year and a half. November 13th, 2019 was when I moved out there.
But wait a minute, you didn't move. Did you move out there, or you just went out there to go skate?
I moved.
Oh, you did.
I moved.
Okay.
I made the move.
I was like, damn, he just got caught up, man. No, he ain't coming back.
I feel like a lot of
That
people.
jamboree.
I think they thought that.
That's what I thought.
Like people are hitting me up during when COVID first started, and prior to that, like I had already just came off of a long trip in Europe and being in Barcy for a long time,
Right.
and then I came home for a bit, and then I went back because like I met my girl or whatever, and we stayed in touch. And
Wait, did you meet her on one of those trips?
yeah, when I was in Barcy, I met her
Okay.
out there, and like we were chilling or whatever, and then.
Was she living there too, or did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's from Sweden, but she's been living in Barcy for the past few years. And so I was in touch with her, and I was, I just planned on going back anyway. I had to come back because I had some stuff to handle out here.
Sure.
And then we stayed in touch, I went back and I stayed with her. And, things are clicking. We're, it was working out. And then I was like, man, maybe I come back, like, man, maybe moving out here for a bit could be cool, I was just like, whatever, like, maybe let's try it. Let's go for it. And so basically, I kind of got my stuff together, did some last things, here in LA that I needed to do before I was going to move. And I originally planned, I was like, okay, I'm going to move out there and, a lot of things that I have to take care of obviously are in LA.
Sure.
And so I was like, I got to be back and forth for sure, So I planned on being back and forth a lot more often.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, COVID hit.
Right.
And then I'm out there for a year and a half because, when I come back, I was going to essentially come stay at my mom's. And, I don't want to put her in jeopardy. And, you know.
Yeah. You
Then
wanna
the
be
flying couldn't even, well, for a bit, I was in the process of getting my residency. So I couldn't even leave if I wanted to. Like I was able to leave because I have a U.S. passport and I could go back home. But going back there would not be an option.
Yeah. So residency, how long does it take a while to get that?
It's hard for me to say how long it would have taken without COVID stuff because
Oh, it accelerated it a little bit, huh? Because you're kind of stuck out there.
well, in some things it helped the process, but more or less it dragged it out like crazy because
Got you.
That's the exact opposite.
yeah, so maybe it balanced it out. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not though. Probably not. But so here's the big thing was that I don't know if you guys were aware of this. I think some people in the States knew. in Barcy, they put, as well as Italy, we went on a complete lockdown. And I don't mean like they closed everything. I mean like they had cops all over the street and you couldn't leave your house.
No.
At all.
I did see that.
You could only, like, you could go to the store to get food and you go to the pharmacy to get medicine or, you know, whatever. Or if you were going to work for there's like probably, I think only, I don't even know if government, like no one was pretty much going to work unless you worked in the supermarket or the pharmacy or the hospital or, you know, for the city or something like that.
Right. So the cops were like checking you out, like, oh, where are you going?
Yeah, like pulling up, like, dude, I'm walking, you know, to the store. The cops are pulling, like, ¿qué haces aquí? And like, I'm just going to get some sauce.
Right.
A comprar. Like,
Yeah.
So I was just like, wow, man, like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I haven't even been here, half a year yet, and here we are in a pandemic. You know, what the hell? So, you know, there was 2 months of that, and also to note, the crib that we're in, the crib that I came to where my girl was staying, and I pretty much moved into. We moved out of that.
Okay.
But that crib, there was like some black mold in the bathroom. Ugh. And you know how some of those Barcy cribs could get pretty grimy. We had a guy that was supposed to come, you know, check it out, and he comes and dude looks at it, and we're all explaining it to him, and he doesn't speak English. And at that point, my Spanish wasn't really good yet because I hadn't been there that long,
right.
but I could speak a bit. And then my girl could speak Spanish, you know, she had it down. So,
okay.
But we're telling this dude about what was going on, and homie just like punched a hole in the ceiling, like he just boom, boom,
with his fist.
I don't know if he used, dude. I don't know. Maybe he had a hammer. I don't. Dude, it's just insane. I was just like,
didn't even ask.
He's tearing up your shit.
yeah. He was just like he just like said something, and then he went back, and then just boom, boom, just starts going at the ceiling. I was like, whoa. I was like, all right.
Probably had a water leak behind the wall.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because we had a water leak, and we were telling him, like, when it rains, it's dripping water from there, like from the ceiling, like little drops, you know? And so that's exactly what it was. So we're like, okay, you need to come fix the water leak. And so he punches the hole in the ceiling, and we're like, all right, cool. Like, maybe he's going to, you know, put some, you know, new ceiling or something. I don't know. I was kind of crazy how he did it. Like, I don't even, I don't know that.
You gotta let it air out.
Like I just, but like I also didn't know the end result. And then, so you got to let it air out, but then it's like, okay, so am I supposed to stay in this apartment with black mold coming out of this? Like,
right.
Dude, and I was getting sick from that also. I was getting really gnarly sore throats. Like, sometimes I couldn't tell if I was like, do I have COVID or do I have a really gnarly like mold sore throat, like from mold spores, you know? And so I was just like, okay, so we're in confinement, we can't leave, and we're in this house, like, because this happened right before we went on confinement. The guy came over, and like this is right before COVID hit, like literally like a few days before we went on the complete lockdown. And this dude comes and he does that, and then now they're not working, you know, that nobody's doing any of these jobs because they just put everything like that on a hold, like, you know, because they couldn't risk people being in contact with each other, like, because no one really knew anything at all yet. Yeah. And so we just had this hole, and it was in the rainy season too. So if you thought that the leak was bad before the hole, it was just insane after that. Basically, like, we would go to sleep, and if it started raining, we would have like pots from the kitchen and stuff, and I'd set them up in the zones of the leaks, because at first it was like one like drip, you know, because it was just like it would build up and then drip down from the roof. You put a little
bucket under there.
So I put a bucket and then another bucket, and then because it's like dripping like dude, because it's coming from everywhere, because it's like mad pipes and they're all dripping. So you have all these things, and like, dude, some of the pots would get so full they just overflow. So I have to wake up in the middle of the night and I dump out the pot, and then like it was insane. So I had to deal with that the whole time. And then we moved out of that crib. We left without paying rent. My lawyer that was helping me with the residency, I asked her, I was like, should we pay rent? Like, this is gnarly. Like, because the landlady was like, she was really just taking a piss. Like, she was not helping us. She was just kind of just didn't care. She just wanted to make sure she got her money.
Sure.
And I was like, what's up? Like, should we just bounce? Like, can we leave? Like, she's like, well, Yeah, I explained other things too. I was like, our hot water doesn't work either. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
No
yeah,
hot water.
Yeah.
Wow.
Couldn't shower, just a good thing I didn't have to go anywhere. But it was it was pretty crazy though. I was like, well, all right, so we can't do pretty much anything here. I was like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
So you bounced without paying?
Yeah, we bounced, found a crib over in Barcelona. It was sick, small. Okay. That's why we ended up moving out of that one and brought the new one now.
Oh wow!
Yeah, now we're at the new one in Parallel. We moved there back in April from the other one because the other one they gave us a price for $900 flat. It was like a 1-bedroom in Barcelona, and $900 flat with the utilities included. Gotcha. And it had like central AC and heating, which was really nice.
That's good, yeah.
And so in the summertime, you know how hot it gets out there. So we were just rinsing that, like just using the hell out of that. And then we got a balcony and stuff because it's really dark in the other apartment. So it was just dark. It was wet. It was no heat. It was messed up, man.
Yeah.
So we're in this new apartment in Barcelona, and we're getting towards the end of confinement. We just moved in there. We had maybe, I think, a couple weeks in there of complete confinement until we moved into what was called Phase 0.
Okay.
And Phase 0 was from 6 a.m. to I think 11 a.m. you're allowed to be out for exercise and stuff. And then from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. you're allowed to be out. And then in between that time you had to be in the house.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then they moved to Phase 1, which I think they like extended the hours a little bit.
Was this during summer? Was it when it was hot?
This was just before summer. So they were moving into it because this was like later May, like, because the lockdown started in March and like March 10th around there. Yeah. So this was like May 15th ish, around that area, like middle of May. So we're doing that, slowly moving into being completely out of confinement. And the first day, dude, was so crazy. Like, it was insane. I went out. My girl didn't wake up for it, but I did. Like, I was like, dude, I can't wait to go outside.
You're like 6 a.m. Let's set the alarm.
I was
morning.
up at like 5, just sitting there watching the clock, like looking out on the balcony. I was like
waiting for school to get out.
I was like,
for that last bell.
Dude, yeah, I was like, all right, shit, like, I'm going to wait till I see people. And if I see people before 6, like, I'm going to just go, like, fuck it, So I was sitting
What were we
there.
going to do? Just go walk around and just
Dude,
get out,
I had to get my body like back to regular. So I was like, I'm gonna go work out. Like they said we could go work out. I'm gonna go work out. Like I was kind of just like, it was like or not monkey see, monkey do, but it's just like you're doing what they say pretty much. I'll forget the saying for that, but
sure.
They're just being like, like, okay, you're allowed to do this, so you go do that. Right. I remember I tried to go skate. I was like, I'm gonna go skate at 6 a.m. And so I took my board out, but dude, I had this patellar tendonitis in my left knee, and I'm thinking like that's just gonna go away because I've been chilling. Well, it did the opposite. It got worse because I didn't do anything. It just kind of sat there and didn't do much. Like patellar tendonitis is one of the. I'm sure a lot of you guys in here know what that is. It's one of those injuries where you have to do something about it. You can't just chill. Essentially, like, rest is one of the most important things, but you have to do like exercises to get that thing back to normal.
Well, it's a tendon. It's meant to be worked and moved.
Yeah, exactly. So like that thing got bad, and I remember I went to go skate like I think it's called Marbella Skate Park, just down like to the left of Barcelona. If you go a little bit towards Forum, and
the concrete one.
Yeah, it's got like some bowl and stuff, super random.
Sick.
And I went to go cruise around there because I was like, yeah, there's some transition. I was like, that seems easy,
Mellow.
And I remember, and if you've had patellar tendonitis, you know the feeling. When you go to bend down and you get that jolt of pain, it's just like, it's from hell, man. It's so gnarly. You're just like, whoa, like, if you don't know what it is, you're like, did I just tear something? Like, it's really
like sharp.
It's sharp, real sharp, and it makes your shit gives out pretty much. You're just like, whoa. So I felt that, and I was like, damn, all right, can't really skate. You know what I mean? So I was just outside chilling. I tried to skate a little bit, and I just felt like heavy, and my legs felt like jello, and I was like, man, we got some work to do. Like, we got to get back. Yeah. Like, so, I was like, all right, now this little Phase 0 thing, I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go, do the stairs and, to just do my shit. And I told my girls, let's just, let's get on our shit. Let's start working out. So we had a little program we were on, and we get out, during the whole phase process and go work out in the morning. And it was dope, man, going and running on the sand and doing stairs and getting in the water once it got warm enough. And, it was dope. So I had a good program. Eventually I was, able to bounce back and get on my board.
How long did that take?
Probably almost a month. Almost
shit.
a month, yeah.
Okay.
Because I kept feeling like, I was like, I would do like little tests to see if my knee was still hurting, like going upstairs, because that's a big one,
Okay.
And I was like, do I still feel that little sharp pain random? Because it's just a random one. Because you could go up like 5 stairs and it'll be fine. Then when you go to put your foot on the 6th one, then randomly it just wants to act up, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? And it's like, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna keep getting this, or am I just gonna try to heal this shit all the way? So I was like, let me wait till I don't really feel any pain, which never really happened, but it got to the point of where I didn't feel that much pain, and I was like, all right, I think I could start skating. So I went and I tried to skate. Things felt way better. Like the working out definitely helped. My legs were stronger.
Right.
I felt lighter, lost a little bit of the confinement weight. I don't want to say quarantine, because it wasn't. We was on confinement. You were confined.
Did you see any other skaters doing when you were looking on social media? Did you see other people skating the streets at all during that time
In Barcelona?
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
But when you started to open it back up in the morning, you said,
no, but actually, yeah, I saw a couple dudes randomly.
Yeah.
And I know that a couple dudes were taking advantage of it and going out filming, and like some dudes even did I think like Tyler Surrey and like Gustav Tonneson, those dudes, I think they did like a little article with my homie Jeron, who he's the guy who just shot my recent interview in Thrasher. He's like the guy that everybody, like any American team usually that goes out there, if they don't have a photographer with them, that's the dude they link up with. He's kind of like one of the dudes. But that dude went out, and because this project kind of will tell you like how creative the guy is. I mean, he was probably the one with the idea, like, hey, let's go out and shoot all these photos and make an article out of everything that just happened, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I know that those guys were out doing that, like
Sick.
when I was probably running on the beach and shit. Yeah, I mean, that shows that people, they try to make the best out of the situation.
Right.
For example, for me, my girl had Spanish class that she was doing, and that was through Zoom. So I just basically attended her Spanish class, because she never liked to put on her camera anyway. So I could just sit there and she'd have her thing muted when she didn't need to talk.
Okay.
Like, that's pretty much why I could speak Spanish. If
From
it
the
wasn't
Spanish
for
class.
that class, dude, there would be I'd be obviously I live there, so I'd
Yeah.
be speaking Spanish no matter what, because I'm always trying to. But I would be way behind if it wasn't for that class, because I just learned a lot of the grammar stuff, like subjective pronouns and random things like this, where you're just like,
Putting a sentence together.
because you
is
don't
the
realize
hardest part.
how complex Spanish really is. It's such a vague language at the same time, because one word can mean so many different things depending on how it's used or what word comes before it, or what, like, it's really complex. But you start to get it down eventually, and things start clicking.
Yeah, I think out there too, people respect you trying. That's the hardest part for me, is like actually like thinking I'm gonna fuck up or say the wrong thing, and I get like insecure, self-conscious.
Yeah,
and then,
when you drink, sometimes, like when I'm at the bar, sometimes if I'm having a drink, like, and I'm trying to, like, there's been a good amount of times where I've had like pretty decently long conversations in Spanish, where after the conversation I'm being like, damn, that was like,
I really
all right, like, I see you, Blake, telling myself and shit. But nah, yeah, it was cool. Like, I got to, take that from it. I was like, all right, I learned Spanish, learned a lot. I mean, I could speak Swedish too now, like, because my girlfriend's from Sweden, and if I don't know, this is a fun fact for everybody out there, but the number 1 and 2 languages to learn for a native English speaker, so they say, is number 1 Norwegian,
Interesting.
number 2 Swedish, and then number 3 Spanish.
It's weird, because I've always heard that, like, because Spanish is kind of the base for a lot of other languages.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you get Spanish down, Italian comes next. You could get
So
that.
so that's very true, because I was in this you actually, once you start to learn a lot of different languages, you see how similar they are. Like, for example, Swedish is super similar to English. Like, are you coming here? I do komma här.
Du komma här.
Had. It's H-A-R. And the extra vowels is A, which is the A with the 2 dots.
Okay.
Which is the O with the 2 dots. And then Ua, which is the A with the little circle. Because in Swedish, O is pronounced like U. And then A is A. So that's why they have the A with the 2 dots. So it's A. So when you see that, you'll be like, oh, it's pronounced like that. But then it gets complex.
I love this.
It gets really complex because then you have other things that are like the number 7 is Hu. Let's try to say that.
Who?
Woo. Like woo. Like with a woo.
Yeah, we got like move. It's all in the lips.
Woo.
Woo.
It comes from like the back, like scratch the top and then woo. You say woo and scratch it. I don't know. But every time, like my girl's friends or anybody that's Swedish that I meet, like I'll like, they trip out because I can speak Swedish and they'll be like, what the hell? Like,
I feel like for being an American, that's always something you go out to these other countries and they speak 5 languages.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm always like kind of jealous. It's like, yeah, here we are, like just
jealous.
all we know is like English.
Yeah.
Like we don't try to
Don't even try to
other
learn
shit.
Spanish. I learned Spanish in high school, and I'm like, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
I can't even.
It's a muscle
For
you have to
real.
like practice
Yeah.
building.
You gotta
That's
be
the
in it,
thing
for
because
sure.
I'm constantly speaking Swedish with my girl. Like she speaks a lot of like Swedish English. Like she says like a lot of things in English and then like the other half in Swedish or something.
Right.
Or she'll just talk to me in Swedish and I just reply in English. Like,
Okay.
So I'm always hearing it. She's talking on the phone in Swedish all the time. She has Swedish subtitles when we watch things. Like,
Oh, so not only that's a good.
she
you
doesn't
could read it.
necessarily
Yeah.
need it, but for some words that she doesn't know in English because she doesn't like where she's from a small town in like southern Sweden. It's called Halmstad. It's close to Malmö.
Okay.
And they don't really speak too much English there, so she didn't really learn too much English until she moved to Barcelona.
Interesting.
Yeah, so when she ended up dating me, like that helped her English as well. And she's like she used to say a lot of random things that would trip me out. Like she would say like, "Can you close the lights?" So I'm like, yo, nah,
Turn them off.
that's not how you say that. Like, yo, what?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Or even now, like she still says random things. She'll be like, "Oh, it's coming a car." I'm like, "No, a car is coming."
Yeah.
Because in
It gets
Swedish,
twisted.
it's like it's said like that because so she just translates straight from Swedish, so it'll be like that. But
Yeah.
She's
Spanish
still-
is the same way too,
is,
right? It's like
yeah.
backwards.
Exactly, yeah.
You know,
You're
that
like-
always tripped me out.
yeah, random little things too, like in also the way that certain vowels are pronounced. Like a common one that people make spelling in from Spanish to English or even sometimes other languages, like when you're saying he's, because the apostrophe,
Right.
You know, like we use that, and instead they write his because they're thinking like in Spanish, you know, the I makes more of like a E, so they're thinking he's is HIS, you know.
Okay.
And my girl does that sometimes too because the I in Swedish is like it sounds almost like a chipmunk, like yeah. If you go to Stockholm, I guess they got more of that accent. They're like yeah, it's if you would like some pizza, it's got and cheese. They'll say
Cheese.
because in Swedish they'll say random English words too in the middle of the sentence. They're like and cheese. And I was like, cheese, huh?
Yeah, American chews.
The fine, like in Swedish, is fin.
Fin.
But like in Swedish, they're like fin. Ah, det är jättefin. Like, that's like very nice. But so yeah, I've
love
learned
that.
a couple
It's,
languages as well,
Bro.
thanks to the pandemic.
That's awesome,
kind of.
man.
That's amazing.
It attributed to it a little bit.
Yeah, I think everybody has like, man, I think everybody can go look at one good thing that's came out of this.
I mean,
for
we
sure.
can the stop and chat.
Yeah.
This show right here was born from that.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's like, well, okay, let's go. We got to go do the Zoom thing, you know? But yeah, a lot of things, a lot of companies are born, a lot of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shit.
Yeah,
Definitely
people learn new skills.
Yeah, dude.
Like you had to stop your everyday life, get out of your comfort zone, and kind of like, all right, like fuck.
Even
what
try,
do I do?
how do I make money?
Yeah. Ah, man, that's one other thing. I've learned a lot about trading too and stuff like
Barter? Trading.
No, with crypto and stocks, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been
Bartering stocks.
Bartering stocks.
I've been learning how to read charts like and shit. Like I got hurt for a couple months recently, like back in spring, and I've already like been into crypto since like 2017.
Okay.
And then learning about the charts and all that stuff kind of took me into the stocks as well.
bro. Yeah.
It's a lot, but I got so hyped on it. Like, I don't know if it's because of my OCD as well, but like I got so stoked on it to where I was just like fell into a YouTube hole where it's like I was on this guy's channel and he has a whole separate like channel with a playlist of 48 videos on how to learn how to trade the market. And learning how to trade the crypto market I think is like a little bit of an advantage because it's way more volatile. So you learn like more, like you learn safer trading strategies because you're trading in a pretty high risk market. And so you learn about like stop losses and how to read bullish and bearish patterns and all this stuff that I never thought I'd be learning about, where I'm like, damn, like I'm learning the lingo of these Wall Street cats. Like,
man.
they're just doing a bunch of shit that wasn't really that hard to do. Like once you start learning this, man, like I'm like, you know, like it's crazy how much you can learn just by going and, you know, studying it on your own, because these guys are saying all kinds of crazy lingo and things to make it seem like it's shit we can't understand. But once you start learning what those lingo terms mean, you're like, oh, that's kind of simple.
It's just like learning another language.
Yeah, it's just practice makes perfect with anything.
Yeah.
You can learn anything if you just put your mind to it.
For sure,
No
man.
doubt.
What you got? You got some Bitcoin, Dogecoin?
Hell
What you
no,
got?
dude. I ain't got
What?
no Dogecoin, man. See, so that's... Look, I'm going to bless everybody out there that ends up listening to this with a little gem.
Let's hear it.
And all you guys on here,
Let's
because
go.
there's one crypto, like there's a couple cryptos that I'm pretty stoked on, but there's one that I'm like extremely stoked on, and that I feel like anybody that's, you know, in the crypto space could probably agree with. And it's VeChain. VET is the token, but it's basically a supply tracking network that they use on Ethereum's blockchain network.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it's a supply tracking system where basically they make traceability for items easier. Like for example, like China and France have this thing called Foodgate. It's pretty much like their food trade program. And they use VeChain's blockchain. They use their technology to trace all the products to make sure that everything is like 100% secure, not messed with.
Okay.
That everything's safe, you know, especially with like COVID and shit. With like, you know, and that's another thing. They have a partnership with Bayer and they also did like something with Cyprus recently where they're tracking the vaccine. They're tracking a lot of vaccine records in countries and stuff, making that a lot easier for, you know, to make sure that there's no counterfeit vaccination records and stuff like that. So it's very, very like, it's pretty
promising.
much, it's at the forefront of mass adoption for blockchain technology, because you have all these crypto projects and it's basically like, if it's not solving real life problems, then it's probably not going to be doing too much going forward in the future. But VeChain is one of those projects, and I'm over here sounding like an advocate for the damn project. They should pay me.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, because this shit's mad low. I'm not going to sit here and talk about crypto the whole time, but I'll just say that that's a good investment because they have a lot of fucking solutions for a lot of companies and a lot of adoptions going forward. So it's like, I think like 12 cents or something right now at the time, or maybe I think it went up in today. Actually, I think it went from like 12 cents to 14 cents. Bitcoin took a crazy dip earlier this year, but now the market's back in like an uptrend and stuff. So I don't know if any of you guys are in that. Now's the time to get back
I'm in there. I'm buying it right now.
Some stuff's about to
For
happen.
which one? It's for Bitcoin?
For I mean, so Bitcoin essentially is the gold of everything, and it pulls the market with it.
Okay.
And so pretty much like things move with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes down, a lot of things are going to go down, you know? So now that Bitcoin's back on an uptrend, it takes all the other altcoins with it. So
right. It's a weird thing. And that's what I think people don't realize is like a lot of these Bitcoin or altcoins, if you will, are actually for something. Like you're just
that's
saying,
the
like
thing.
the food
Like,
thing.
no, but that's the thing. So that's why I'm like, when they say like you got any Dogecoin, I'm like, nah, because Dogecoin doesn't do anything. Like, but it will, I guess, if Elon Musk is really like serious about making it like a currency as far as paying for Tesla products and stuff. I mean, then you have a use case for it. But as far as that, I don't really see any other reason. So
Yeah.
Like you can also trade the market too, because you'll have like daily gainers that are like 50% of this. And I have like a channel that I watch, and this guy gives out like, he has a trading group too that I've even been thinking about joining, but I'm working on a couple parts right now. So I'm like,
you skate too.
So I'm just like, I ain't got time for all that. Like I gotta go get this ender and shit. But at the same time, like, you know, you gotta make sure you send yourself up with some bread in the future.
It's like
No
there's two
doubt.
sides. I got into Bitcoin and, you know, altcoins and stuff with Mike Mo back in the day. But I'm not a day trader. I don't trade. I just bought a bunch of shit.
It takes a lot of time, man.
Bro,
But if you learn about it now, at least when you're fucking too lazy to go skate and you're fucking, you know, in your 50s,
the time is now.
you're in your 50s or some shit.
doubt.
And if you put those investments in there now and you don't have to really do much because that shit's such at an early phase, then at least, like, you know, you have a little nest egg or something to look at where you're like, damn, I'm glad I did that, rather than leaving it in my bank account where it doesn't do shit.
Totally. Yeah.
You know? If you have a little bit of extra money to invest, do it. Scared money don't make no money.
How long has VeChain been around, you said?
Since I think 2018 or so. But like in between that time to now, there's been so many new upgrades. Like they've jumped into the NFT space and stuff with tracking solutions for NFT. I don't know if you guys know about that, but
Sure.
it's a sleeping giant, I'd like to say.
Yeah.
It's just way undervalued. And like people are talking about at the end of this bull run, basically like I don't know if you remember in 2017 when Bitcoin went to like 20K. It's like this, like every 4 years Bitcoin has a halving, and that's what starts the bull run.
Right.
And so at the end of this bull run, they're saying that VeChain is going to go to around like $1.50.
Now's the time when
So
you got to get in when it's like cents.
You buy
cents.
50,000
Let's go.
VeChain tokens, you know, you put, you know, whatever into to get that much, say it goes to $1. I mean, that's 50K. And they're saying that's at the end of this bull run. So you look forward into the future, 2025 or something, this thing's going to be, you know, like, so some of these projects are really promising. Like another one is Cardano, which is kind of like the second coming to Ethereum, because one of the Ethereum founders left Ethereum and went and he started that. And Cardano, I found out about when it was like 2 cents, I think even 1 cent. Like my homie, his boy is a computer scientist, and he was like hyping up Cardano so much. This guy now, he's actually working on with Ripple actually.
Okay.
And he was the one that told us, he's like, you guys got to get a bunch of this, like So we're like, all right,
we got to get on a little text string or something, because I'm into it, but I don't know.
You know what I've
much.
thought about was, I feel like, you know, whatever skaters that are into this shit we should like start a Discord, start a trading group.
That's easy.
And talk to maybe some experienced traders or whatever, or even everybody join one that already exists or whatever, and create like a side one aside from that, because you got to obviously, as skaters, everybody's, you know, we're not experienced traders, but if you have a trading group where there is experienced traders and you join that with your group, like say like you grab 5 homies, you're like, hey, let's join this trading group. Like we know this much, but like these guys know that much. And you know, because honestly in any market, stock markets, anything, real estate, there's always trading groups.
Well, we have a 9 Club Discord, and we could easily put a channel in
Definitely add
there
that.
for, you know,
dude,
crypto.
that's the thing. It's like it's just me just pretty much trying to be like, hey, like there's money to be made.
It is.
You should go make it. And I'm not just talking about crypto. That means stocks. That means, you know, real estate, any commodities, NFTs, anything. I mean, I'm just, investing is really important.
No doubt.
Like I don't make a lot of money from skateboarding. I've had, you know, some things, you know, to where, you know, maybe you thought you were going to be making this much or whatever, and you're not making that much. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a resourceful guy. I've been in some crazy situations in my life, and I know how to make things work with what I'm getting. I definitely am going to make sure the money that I have that I'm getting right now, I'm going to put a certain amount away for this. So, you know, I'm always going to be putting a little bit of money away for whenever I retire later in life. And I don't mean from skateboarding, just like when I'm older and I just want to chill and not work, period. Like,
let me ask you a question. When if you guys know this answer, when do you know when to cash out during this time of like crypto stuff?
so to people out there, so there's a lot of honestly loopholes how to avoid a lot of tax. Like you can buy crypto or sell crypto with a 401k. And that'll scratch off a lot of taxes and stuff. There's like limited amounts of that, and you can look into that. But if you hold it for a certain amount of time, the way that the tax work with crypto in the US is after a certain amount of time, it's considered capital gains, which is it's not going to be taxed as much and stuff because it's taxes like property. But if you hold it for like, I think it's like under a year or something, you're going to be looking at more taxes if you cash out back into your bank account. Right. Basically the smart thing is hold for the long, like at least over a year, you know, so you can just avoid getting taxed regularly, like regular income.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I don't have any, I mean, you could, like, if you're a day trader or whatever, you know, if you're, you know, trading the market like that, you can, you know, take your profit, because they have something called a stable coin or stable coins. And that's basically a coin that's pegged to the US dollar and it doesn't move. Right. And that's how traders lock in profits without having to trade and sell into fiat. So
I love this.
Basically,
I love this place.
Yeah, so I learned all this stuff like when I was, you know, doing all the research or whatever, and I've been making profitable trades and stuff, and
that's what I'm talking about.
It's working.
I'm not gonna lie, it made skating a little less stressful too, because when you're out there skating, trying to like, you know, like I got like, you know, like I got my guys that pay me, you know, but not all my sponsors pay me, and I'm definitely trying to lock that in. You know, I'm still working for something. Yeah. Like I may be pro, but I got a lot of goals still. One of them I just accomplished was getting my first interview in Thrasher. That was dope.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So we got that one off the bucket list.
Love that.
Cover, you know, trying to get a cover at some point in time.
Yeah, that'll happen.
You know, try to get, you know, some going more with Adidas, you know, maybe a colorway going, you know, you know what I'm saying? You got to throw your goals out there, because if you don't, how are they ever going to happen?
Exactly.
You know, so even if they're wild, whatever, you know, maybe you don't meet the crazy wild goal that you're going for, but you meet one almost at, you know.
Yeah, no, for
you outdid yourself at least. If you do that, you can pat yourself on the back.
And we talk about it a lot too. I mean, skaters not making, you know, a lot of money, no health insurance. Like there's a lot that goes into it, you know.
A whole lot.
And then you see like a skater get like a, you know, whoever it may be, Monster, Red Bull, you know, some other, you know.
Man, I seen the homie.
He sold
I'm not gonna
out,
drop.
like,
I'm not dropping dimes, but I seen the homie at a skate session yesterday. We were out skating, and another crew pulled up, and one of the homies pulled up in a Tesla, and I was like, damn, man, it must be nice, homie. Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was like, damn. I was like, that's a pretty big gap, and you know, who said I heard a really funny quote from Ducky. I remember. I think I don't know where we were. I think we were in Copenhagen or something. But Ducky said some shit that was so funny. He was like, skateboarding. He's like trying to explain to a girl, like, you know, pro skateboarding. She's like, why aren't you like in the exits? Blah, blah. And he was like, you know what? Pro skateboarding is kind of like acting. You know, you have your like Brad Pitts and your Denzel Washingtons or whatever, and then you have like, you know, your commercial actors and stuff, and your background actors and shit like that. I was like,
true.
That's a good way to break
very
it down.
good way. I was like, yeah, because dude, you got dudes that are potentially making maybe even 7 figures.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't really know what dudes are making. I ain't tripping, but. And then you got dudes that are making 3 figures, 4 figures, and I'm talking low 4 figures. You know what I mean? Like barely, just barely in there. Right. But that also teaches you how to be very resourceful, and also teaches you how to work with what you got, you know, and try to, you know, turn that into more somehow.
100%.
Like I just started a CBD brand with my homie.
Okay.
And like I don't know that much about, you know, starting a business and stuff, but I'm glad I started now. Why am I going to wait? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like right now we just have a tincture, and because that's something that like was talked about a lot, is like, what should our first product be? You know what I'm saying? The next thing that we're working on is a rub, a topical, because I know that's one of the number one things that I like, that skaters like. So we got that we're working on right now, and I'm just like in the early phase, trying to, you know, learn how to do the marketing stuff online better and things like this. But I'm just glad I have a little something to work on, like aside from skating, because like this and then the crypto and like other things that I'm like into or whatever, it just makes skating less stressful. Like I'm like I said, like going back a second ago, like skating for the money, not necessarily skating for the money. You love skating no matter what, but like skating and knowing that your paycheck decides like on this next part or this next trick, or am I gonna like, you know what I mean? Like, is this gonna happen after this stuff comes out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not tripping on that because
chasing the carrot.
Huh?
Are you always gonna be just chasing that carrot?
That's the thing, you know. It's just like you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. And at the end of the day, if I was the sponsor that saw the guy that just kind of like he's just doing his thing, you know what I mean? Usually it's those dudes that are like they end up getting hooked up because it's not like you're just naturally just doing your thing. You know, you're not looking so desperate doing it. You know what I mean?
You could see that.
You know, like you'll have like a demo or something at a skate park, and there's always going to be that kid that's going mad hard at the demo.
Hometown hero.
He's
Here
like,
we go.
yo, today's the day I'm getting out the hood. Like, he's like and so, you know, and it's just like that kid usually maybe in time that kid gets hooked up, whatever. Sure. But he'll look back even on himself and be like, fucking hey, what the hell? He's like, yo.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're young, you're just skating. You get hyped, man. It's natural. And I love that shit personally. I love when that kid's there. I'm like, yo, this kid's going in. Like,
hell yeah, me too.
Nothing's gonna happen from this shit, but I'll probably remember him.
Yeah.
You know?
I love it too because I can go to the van and kick it.
Yo,
bro.
I'm like, he's doing the demo. I'm chilling.
He's
like,
got it, bro.
I'm like, yo, who's he right for? I'm out. Yo, he's on our
Put him in
team
the
now.
van.
Just give him a board. Fucking.
Yeah, give him a Blake Johnson board, bro.
I feel like I had the most fun skateboarding before I got sponsored, and then after I got done and I started working in the industry. That's when skateboarding was the fun.
It wasn't a job.
Yeah,
I see your Instagram, dude, and your sessions. Like when you go skate, it looks just so like it's
carefree.
like therapy.
Yeah, it's pure.
It's like therapeutic.
It's just like he's
Like it'd be
skating.
like at the beach, like selfie setup, skating flat, nice sunset, it's all clear. I'm like, that looks nice. It makes me miss home too. I'm be like, yeah, Kelly, like that's a fire ass switch for them. I'm like
thanks,
look at that no stress, like all aboard the no stress express and let's go skate this flat.
Yeah, Kelly jumped that rope.
Especially,
yeah, that shit's dope too. I'm trying to get on that.
Especially like there's levels to it, right? There's like when you first start skating, then you move out, you're with your homies, you're paying a couple $100, you're eating McDonald's, then life starts happening, you get a place, you get a car, bills. You know what I mean? Like it shit's real, dude.
Yeah, it starts happening fast.
And like I was saying before, then people trip out on like the big corporo deals, you know, and you're like, yo, I'm stoked when I see that because dude's living. You know? He's like skating isn't always, you know, diamonds and money and you know what I mean? Like it's not.
Yeah.
It ain't all fucking glamorous.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a hard road, bro.
Definitely.
And it's like people put like I didn't know how I really felt about the whole Olympic thing. That was kind of weird or whatever. But I thought one thing that was really cool, like, and I think that everybody could agree on this, was that it did definitely make skateboarding like a lot more appreciated. Like people can appreciate skateboarding a lot more after watching what we do for that small amount of time that they showed it on the Olympics, you know, like the falls, you know what I mean? These things like I was trying a really hard trick yesterday for a long time and it was hot. We was in the valley and you know, it was a rail and like I'm falling a lot and I showed my mom. I was like, yeah, I got close, but I didn't get it. And like I was mad. She was talking to me. I was like, "Yo, like I'm mad tired. Like I just want to chill. I haven't been at my mom's house in a minute. You know." I was like, missed her a lot, but I was like, "Yo, she could talk my ear off sometimes." I was like, "Yo," and I was like, "Mom, look, remember that clip I showed you a second ago?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Imagine like that, but like 100 times, and then I don't get it." I was like, I don't feel so well right now.
To relax.
I was like, just, you know, let's just take a step back and kind of like, I need to breathe for a second.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, it's, you know, the process is gnarly. And I feel like after the Olympics came out, people were able to kind of see that and be like, wow, that's
sheds light on that.
respectable, you know?
Resilience and
because I was just in the hospital. Unfortunately, right when I got home, I had to first time ever actually being an inpatient in a hospital. Everything else that I've done is outpatient.
What was it? What happened?
So recently in Spain, I so stupid. I posted the clip on my Instagram too. You go see it. I did a tray flip into some like little crusty like thing. I don't know. it was really crusty, just some little random spot. And I'm it's like a hill type thing, and I'm going around the corner of it, and I catch like a dirt patch, and I go flying, and there's like a little bank that goes up or whatever, and then there's like a little space, like the bank's not flush, you know, like you would need to put a piece of metal or something.
Okay.
And I go flying, and my hand like is in front of me. And when my hand, I'm guessing, because I watched the clip a bunch of times after to see what happened, how this happened, what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But my hand went forward, and I think it caught the bottom of the bank where it wasn't flush with the ground. It caught my pinky and bent my pinky completely sideways.
Okay.
Like Justin Eldridge, remember?
Yeah.
So instantly, shout out to Justin for this. Okay. I even said it, and I think, it's in the caption. I was like, shout out Justin. I was just like, I look at my finger, and in the clip, you see it too. I fall, I hold up my club, I'm like, and I just look up, and like, my finger's broken, but plot twist, finger was not broken.
Okay,
which is crazy. I'll get to that. But yeah, I bent my pinky completely sideways from this knuckle right here.
The main knuckle.
So basically the tip of my pinky was right there.
Right. Full 90.
Yeah, just full. Yeah, exactly. Did a full on 90 and had to revert that shit back. And
you popped it.
Dude, so, and also my nail got completely ripped off from the side, so my nail was still attached to the skin, like thick though, like not just like a little bit of skin, like a lot.
Like you couldn't rip it off.
Like it wasn't just my nail; it was like my skin and my nail happened to be on that skin that got ripped off. It was like, like my finger got mutilated. It was so gnarly, dude. And I was looking like, and you could see right here.
It still looks a little gnarly, bro.
Yeah, this was on July 10th, so it wasn't that long ago. Look, you see right? I can't. Like this is.
Oh, you can't.
I'm still getting.
Make a fist.
I'm doing after. Yeah, I can't make a fist.
You
yet.
do use the little balls and like little.
Yeah, it's getting there. Before it was only like that, but now.
Okay.
Again, that's just it's. You can see it's really swollen here, so that's where it kind of stops. So
now, when you you said you popped it back in, right?
Yeah,
right away.
Instantly when it happened, I grabbed my finger and I reset it, and because I looked at it, and the first thing I thought was Justin Eldridge. Straight up, I was just like. Oh yeah, like and yeah, right. Like while like panicking and being like, "Holy shit!" In my head, there's like a little voice in my head that was like, "Dude, do what Justin Eldridge did." Like, and then fucking so I just grab, even though the nail's there, like I just like went like this with the nail, like kind of like that, and then just and like
it popped back
like,
in.
It took like a couple of these. I was like, and then I felt it go, and I was like, And I was looking, I was like, all right. My nail now. Now I'm looking at my nail, like my finger's just leaking, dude, to where I'm losing so much blood to where I got lightheaded, dude. It was fucking gnarly. And then thank God in Spain there's pharmacies like every fucking block, you know? So I was like, all right, let's go to the pharmacy, like get whatever. I'm not really, everything is happening so fast. We just got done. This is the end of the day too. Like I was fucking around. I was like, I just wanted to get a little iPhone clip, you know what I mean? Something for not even, just something for the story type shit, you know?
Okay. Not even a hard post.
Ended up getting a hard post after what happened. But I guess the clip did better, you know, after all, it was more interesting. But fucking, so we went to the pharmacy and like, they're like, yo, you want to go to the hospital? I was like, I don't know. Like, and I'm like, you know, like I put my finger back, so I'm thinking, I'm like, do I need to go? You know, and like I wanted to like try. I was trying to like rip my nail off. You know?
Could you bend your finger at all?
Right now?
No, after you pop it back in place.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I even tried. I was just like, yeah, I think it was pretty much straight because I just was holding it like this because the nail, and I was just like, yeah, and damn. Yeah, the homies wrapped it up with like gauze and shit, and we put the gauze over it. I went to the hospital, and here's why I was in the hospital here coming up now. This is so fucked up. I went into the hospital and I had an emergency, obviously. Went into the emergency room and they you know, once I got into the place, they looked at, they didn't know what was wrong with my finger. They took an x-ray. They saw the x-ray was fine. They're like, nothing's broken. I was like, what? I started laughing. I literally started laughing. You thought
something was broken.
I thought it was broken as hell. I was like,
this is here, not in Spain.
No, this is in Spain.
This is in Spain. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like about 2 weeks before I'm leaving, you know, to come to the States, you know, I was fucking pissed because I was trying to, you know, because I'm still working on this part, and deadlines around the corner. So I was like, I'm trying to stack as much, shit as I can here, go to LA. And then I got invited to skate that street league qualifier too. So I was like, damn, that's tight. Like, that's a good thing to come home to, I was like, get to see everybody and shit. And I was honestly more stoked to see everybody than anything, but also was really hyped to skate a contest. I like skating contests. It's fun. Yeah. And so I went to the hospital and I was in a lot of pain. They took off the bandage and they saw that the nail was off and they saw that it was like hanging, so they're like, fuck, okay, like pretty much saw like, they're talking in Spanish and I heard they're saying like, yeah, we gotta operate, So they put me down, like I laid down on a bed or whatever. And I was in a lot of pain. Like, this dude's trying to do all this without having given me, I think, anything, dude. I was just like, yo, I was like, oye, mi dedo está muy duele. Like, I was like, my finger hurts a lot, you know?
Okay.
He was just like, oh, okay. I was like, necesito algo. Like, I was like, I need something, And the nurse comes, dude, and fucking stabs me in the leg with some fucking syringe, dude, and shoots something into my leg. And I'm like fucking hyperventilating at this point and fucking sweating because the pain is like excruciating. Because you already know how bad nail pain is, kind of when you like hit a nail or anything.
When I bend my shit, I'm like, ow.
So when the shit's ripped off and like the finger's exposed and it's like all the nerves are so exposed, it's just like, dude, the worst pain ever,
Did she tell you she was gonna do this?
She said, she's like, okay, relax right now, okay? She's like speaking English. She's like, okay, I need you to relax. And I was like, huh? Like, I was like, what?
But she didn't say like, I'm gonna put something inside of you now.
She like essentially like I said I need something for the pain, so she probably just like assumed that I knew. She didn't really tell me what she was giving me. And here's the other thing, which is why I might have ended up like I did. I don't even know if she wiped my leg off like to clean it or whatever. This shit was crazy, yo. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And I have private insurance in Spain. Like, to get my residency or whatever, that was part of the things. I had to get a private insurance like premium or whatever for a year. Wow. And so this is like a good hospital and shit, So they say. And so I get the shot, and instantly when she shoots the needle into my leg, like my leg locks up like a cramp, like you're cramping in like a contest or some shit like this, like full on Charlie horse in the thigh, and like I'm feeling it right now. I could still feel the lump a little bit because I'll also get to that.
Okay.
And
Jesus Christ, what an ordeal.
Yeah, man, it's just one thing after the next. And I've been kind of dealing, it sucks because I've been dealing with injuries since like March. First I hurt my knee, I was dealing with a tendonitis thing, and that's when I learned about all the crypto stuff. So that was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Started making some money while I was hurt. That was all right. Yeah. But and then that happened, and then I was good for a bit coming back, Then my patellar tendonitis that comes and goes in my left knee, that came back, and then I had to get I got a cortisone shot in one knee, actually, in both knees, actually.
Oh, wow.
At some point, because I was just like I had this deadline and shit that actually ended up getting extended because of my injury.
God damn.
Where I was just like, okay, like it's fucking banger time. Like I'm about, and like, the way I skate, like I was like, I'm probably going to be going jumping down a lot of shit. So I was like, I'm about to use this insurance. And like the first time I got my cortisone shot, I walked in there, it was pretty easy to get. So I just was like, I just told this fool the same exact thing. And then he was like, okay, like pretty much just like whatever,
Yeah.
And they're pretty fucking lax about that shit, like everything. And he gave me that cortisone shot. That was cool, whatever. And basically, yeah. But going back to the leg, she shot me up with that. And I was kind of concerned right away when my leg locked up. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is not right.
Yeah.
And I told him instantly, I was like, hey, yo, my leg, like, it shit's locked up, Right. I was like, I didn't even know how to say that shit in Spanish. I just told him in English. I was like, yo, my leg is like, I was like, está muy duro. Okay. And then I was like, I was just like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, I came for my finger and y'all just like
fuck my leg up.
I was like, dude, I couldn't walk that well, Like when I was leaving, I was like, shit's fucking weird.
She walk up like hiding the shit and then just like
I know, right?
Like, she might as well have, dude. I was like, what the fuck did you just put in me, lady? Like,
oh man.
What was it? Like a relaxing agent or something?
I have to ask them, man, because I
still don't know.
Still don't know.
I'm
Did you get the
actually,
bill for it?
I actually hit up my homie to see what's up with.
they
He's
do that.
like, I'm trying to see what's up with potentially a lawsuit. Dude.
Oh,
It might be a little bit of medical malpractice that went down.
damn.
I told all the other doctors that when I had to go to the hospital. So basically, my leg. Time went by, and you know, I'm getting. I'm not really thinking about my leg that much. I'm thinking about my finger. You know, like
so you're there
For the pain side.
yeah. So like throughout the process of, you know, the 2 weeks leading up to when I was coming here, and so my finger is the main thing that I'm thinking about. I also was kind of like hibernating inside my house a little bit, trying to avoid a lot of people because I knew I had to get a negative COVID test to fly to the States. And there's a lot of people catching like the new Delta variant or whatever a lot, and like a lot of people were like, a lot of my homies, like my, like, you know, people that I kick it with were getting COVID, and I was like, all right, like I gotta kick it because I was like, I want to go home, man. Like I've been waiting for a long time to go to the States. I don't want to fuck this up, you know. Santa Cruz, fucking, you know, they got my ticket because originally I was going to Minnesota for Henry's Memorial and stuff. So we're all meeting out there and stuff, and it was really nice to see the team. And shit.
Yeah.
We had a nice Airbnb. Fucking with the Mississippi River, we're all fishing and shit. It was
sick.
really
Hell
dope.
yeah.
Nice welcoming back to the States.
That's amazing.
And so yeah, basically, my leg got infected from the needle, which is what happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I tried to go to Skate Street League. Like I went to the practice even.
Yeah, I was there. You weren't there.
Yeah, I went to the practice the day before. Because I landed the day of practice.
Okay.
Kicked it a little bit because I flew back. I flew to Minnesota on 27th, and then flew into LA on the 30th.
Okay.
Which is the day of practice, and I went there, and I was hyped. I was like, damn, like this park is sick as fuck. Like, you know,
Rod's
like
Park.
I felt like I was like, you know, I might have a good chance of doing kind of good in here. I was like, I got some tricks. Like I was eyeing out at certain spots. I was like, this could go good. And but I was like, my leg's mad stiff though. I was like, it hurt. Like when I was trying to, like, I noticed it when we were in Minnesota because they had a basketball hoop outside of the house, and we were playing basketball. And I went to run for the ball, and when I ran, and like my foot, like, you know, goes up towards my, like, you know, like this.
Yeah.
Like when you have to stretch your quad or whatever, I felt it, like it was like it grabbed, like it was just too swollen, and it was just like a burning, like hurting sense, like as if my quad muscle was about to tear or something. Like it was so painful, and it just felt like swollen and shit, you know. And I was like, damn, like this shit's still. I got I got like multiple massages for it. I've been taking like muscle relaxers.
Oh shit.
The electrodes, the tents, you know, I put that on it all the time. Icing, stretching,
Did you try
foam roller,
antibiotics?
huh?
Antibiotics.
Well, yeah, that's that was the next thing. Okay. So I was like, okay, my leg's fucked up. I can't skate this shit. Like I was sitting there like, oh, fuck, should I just try, see what I could do, you know? I was gonna hit up, and I was like, fuck, should I write Amrit and tell him I can't show? Like, I don't know what to do, you know? And then my dad, like, I was telling my dad, I was like, fuck, man, my body hurts and shit. And he was just like, your health comes first no matter what. And like, I was like, okay, that's enough for me. I hit up and I was like, yo, dude, like, I can't skate, man. I'm super bummed to fucking tell you this, but like, I won't be able to show up, man. My legs, there's something wrong with my leg. I don't know. I gotta go to the urgent care. So I went to the urgent care over here in Marina, Cedars-Sinai Marina, and I got an ultrasound and a CAT scan with what is it called?
What is it? Like the liquid shit?
Yeah. Contrast. There we go.
Contrast.
Yeah. Wow, that was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a CT, a CAT scan with contrast, and basically the doctor came and he told me, he was like, yeah, you have like a couple abscesses and some like pus like deep down in your quad. And he's like, it's like deep down in there, you know, obviously because it was an intramuscular injection. And the needle, you know, was dirty, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
So
You can definitely sue them for sure.
dude. Yeah. So and I have all of these records, everything. I have the CAT scan, I have the ultrasounds, everything. You know, all this stuff. So, and that brought back this tendonitis that was coming from my quadricep tendon because the whole quad got inflamed again. So that got brought back. And I'm like, while this is all happening, I'm in the process of trying to get I'm over here trying to get an ender and shit, dude. I'm trying to get the hardest trick of my part.
Right.
And my body is the most broken down it's ever been throughout the whole time I've been filming. I wasn't even filming you're always kind of filming for a part, but I didn't know how soon it was because I had a part in the end of 2019. And so it hasn't been that long since I put out a part. I try to put out at least every 2 years if I can, if I'm not hurt. But so I was I didn't know when things are gonna come out, and I was and then COVID happened. Right. I was I don't think anybody's really expecting too many projects from people.
It's a lot of shit.
But I know a lot of people were probably thinking like that too. I know I was not the only skater thinking I'm gonna just stockpile this footage while everybody's in their fucking house quarantine. And fucking come out this fucking sick ass part. And everyone's be like, "What the fuck? This fool's fucking quarantine shit. Fucking wasn't fucking killing." And it's yeah, it's probably the next dude doing that shit, dog. But anyways, Ryan DeCenzo, full came.
Oh my god,
that was crazy. Homies Ryan is in that you would think okay, just because of the age factor, he's not going to be getting his because Ryan's 34 or 33 or something.
Fucking his buck.
That dude ain't going to slow down until his legs don't work. Some people are just built like that, straight up. And we're at a new day and age in not just skateboarding, but sports in general, where I don't know if the humans are evolving or if it's the things that we're eating or what, but people are able to do things a lot longer. You look at Tom Brady, the dude just got his 7th Super Bowl and he's in his mid 40s. Yeah. You look at LeBron, he just got his 4th ring and he's entering his late 30s.
I know, right?
And he's still playing he's in his 20s. The guy hasn't lost his step.
Sure.
Same thing with Russell Westbrook. We got, the Lakers we're considered
I know where you're going with this.
We're the oldest.
I like that.
Apparently the oldest lineup ever in history of the NBA right now. Our team. I was word, they're trying to throw shade.
No, man.
I'm going back,
What's
I'm
that
going
one
back
movie?
to those times though too when we had Gary Payton and Karl Malone.
That was
pretty gnarly as well.
We thought for sure.
We definitely were, but we came up short.
Sometimes when you put together a dream team, it doesn't. There's too much talent.
Totally.
It's weird to say.
Yeah.
But
once Karl Malone got hurt.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Oh yeah, for sure.
But we want to talk about that.
Hey, Lakers got a new sponsor.
We're gonna talk about the future.
Lakers got a new Metamucil is a new sponsor, bro.
It's not.
They gotta keep them correct.
Metamucil. Is
Metamucil.
that real?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh, I was what about Wish?
I'm about to say.
But yeah. So basically, dudes are. Skateboarding's so young. So a lot of times, dudes are how long can you do this?
Right.
But man, let me just
Tony
tell
Hawk.
you, and you look at Andrew Reynolds or somebody who skates like you, because you're well, that dude skates, ramps. It's not that much. And it's dude, either way, it's shit's skateboarding.
Yeah.
It takes a
tough.
toll on your body, man. It's not easy. And maybe there's not much impact with transition, but if you do eat shit, that shit ain't fun.
No,
and Andrew Reynolds, he put out I don't know how old he was when he put out his Stay Gold part, but he was definitely well in his 30s, probably early,
sure.
probably
I would say
33, 30 or something. Yeah.
And even he's killing it to this day.
I was gonna say, dude hasn't really lost his. If he wants to go jump down some shit, I'm sure he is, and I'm sure he currently has some footage with some some dope shit.
Hell yeah.
It's dope to see that some of the skaters that are more in the newer generation, of doing gnarly tricks and jumping and this and stuff, are getting to the age of where people were like how long can this dude do that? You look at Costin, you look Costin's getting up there now, and he's still so good, dude. I skate with dudes in Barcy too, Flo Marfang, for example.
Yeah.
Dude, Flo, I think, just turned either 43 or 44.
Killing it.
And it wasn't that long ago where I was at Parallel, and it didn't take him long to do this. It was really quick. He did fakey back big spin fakey manual flip out, just chilling, dude. He didn't film it, he was just skating. God
damn.
What about Javier?
I was gonna say there's a whole list of dudes, and Daniel LeBron, Louis Pa, dude,
Louis Pa's still putting out parts,
dude. Louis Pa just put out a part, dude.
I love
and the
it.
guy skates every single. And it's not that these guys are just killing it. These guys are skating every single day. I get out skating with Daniel LeBron a lot, and it's crazy because these guys are killing it when I was in diapers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I'm out on a sesh getting props from this dude when I get a clip or just watching him get a clip. I'm like, and I'm there for it.
Right.
I'm like, this shit's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's
I love it.
Danny trains super hard.
Danny
Like-
takes care of himself,
Yeah.
and he's a good example for me to look at because, like, I'm 29, about to turn 30, like, you know, around the corner. My birthday's next month, actually. But with that being said, I had never felt better on my, minus this bullshit and, you know, other little things.
Yeah.
But, like, and those little injuries are all little small blessings because it's little small reminders to take care of yourself.
True. That's
Straight
true.
up, because,
That's
like, it's
true.
like, oh, shit, this hurts. Well, it's like, yeah, go fucking work it out. You know, like, you get, you what you put out is what you get in.
Absolutely.
So if you want to take care of your injury, you go take care of your injury. You can't sit around, and it's not going to just like mend like you're an alien, like you're not a teenager anymore.
Exactly.
So we have to, that's pretty much the difference when that I realized is getting older is you just have to take care of your injuries and you'll be fine. Like,
Speaking of taking care, the shot in the leg, what happened?
oh yeah, I tend to do that a lot.
No, you're good. bro.
Right over that.
But this was like the
So
the last.
so I got the shot in the leg, but bottom line, I got
what they say?
I think it was a type of cellulitis that was the infection.
Okay.
But they said there was like a couple small abscesses and some
Abscesses.
pus. Yeah, deep in my leg. The doctor was like, you have two options. He's like, I could put you on 24-hour antibiotics. You stay overnight. He's like, we have to admit you to another hospital because this one's out of your network. Because for insurance reasons, you know.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I just
they
got
would keep you overnight to administer.
yeah, I have to be on an IV.
Wow.
With antibiotics through like, it was like, I think like 3 bags of IV, but it ended up taking like over the course of like 2.5 days, like three nights or 2 nights and 3 days.
Okay, so you went the other route, which was
Well, yeah, but no, I went the route that he
you
said.
did?
He's like, here's 2 routes. He's like, one, I don't like at all. It's like, I send you home and I could put you on oral antibiotics, which I really don't want to do. He's like, because this thing looks like it's, you know, could get pretty bad. And he's like, or the second option is what I would suggest is to put you on 24-hour antibiotics through an IV. And I've never been an inpatient before. I literally just got into town. Like, I hadn't been in LA for more than 48 hours. And already I have to go be a fucking inpatient at a hospital.
wow.
They put me in an ambulance because I told him obviously I want to do the better. I don't want. He's like, because if you don't do this, he's like, potentially if it gets worse, we're gonna have to do surgery. We're gonna have to slice your leg open. I was
Don't want
like,
that.
yeah, no thanks. I was like, I'm gonna go get the antibiotics.
let's go.
Let's go. Sign me up. And so I went to the. They took me in an ambulance to another hospital in LA. It was a LA. I can't remember, but it was the most trife hospital I've ever been to, dude.
Really?
There was a guy that had some like messed up condition where he's like super skinny, like I don't know. He was like in the like he couldn't close his mouth. The poor guy had something really bad to where he before couldn't breathe on his own, but now he's able to breathe through his mouth. Jesus. And but when he breathed through his mouth, it basically sounded like it would be quiet sometimes, but like when he was sleeping, because he was sleeping pretty much most of the like a lot of the time. It would be like gnarly loud snoring, like extremely loud, like extremely loud.
This was like your roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. There was 3 people in there.
Wow.
That were roommates. There's a guy next to me who he had the same problem as me. Actually, he had some infection. He had to be on antibiotics too. And luckily this was a non-COVID floor. Like I had to get a COVID test before they put me in the ambulance and all this stuff. Wow. Because they can't transfer a COVID patient or whatever.
So you got what you would say was it 3 days?
Yeah. So I got 3 days, 2 nights, and because it took a little bit longer, I guess, with the antibiotics. You know, they had to make sure I got all of them, and I couldn't sleep for shit, man. Like this guy, fucking is like snore, like it's like loud, you know, and I'm just like fuck, you know, and like at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, like I'm like fuck, dude, this guy can't help it. You can't like. What are you gonna do? You know, like at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm glad the guy could breathe, type shit. You know, like the guy they feed the guy food through a bag in his life. I'm like, this is fucking sad, you know.
For sure.
So, and then you got a homie that was next to me, and they'd be like, making crazy like grunting sounds. I was like, dude, what the fuck is
Where
this
am
place?
I right now?
It was so gnarly.
Dude.
And
How did you feel after the 3 days?
I felt a lot better. Like the swelling had gone down.
Oh, that's good.
The doctor talked to me, and we basically like I told them like what happened. They're like, "Why would they give you a shot in the leg if it was in your?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, and then my other friend here, he was like, "Why wouldn't they just give you any like the pain through like your IV at the hospital?" I was like, "What IV?"
Oh, you didn't have? They didn't.
I never had one.
No.
I was like, I didn't have one out there, and I
But
thought
even like a little numbing, let me give you a little shot here to numb it up a little bit. We're gonna remove that nail.
instead, let's just give you a second injury in your leg so you can't skate.
God, bro. How are you today, though? Is it better? Are you able to skate? What's going on?
Yeah,
You got a part to finish, bro. What's going on with it?
Yeah. So basically, I got out of the hospital. They put me on they gave me a prescription for more antibiotics. They put me on so many antibiotics that they had to prescribe me probiotics too. Wow. Yeah. I was like, this is different. Okay. So they put me on the antibiotics, and I went to the pharmacy, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, shout out to the hospital out there, man. Hospital in Barcy, I guess it's different.
Yeah,
I don't.
Well, they'll be
recommend.
hearing from you, Blake.
Yes,
they'll be hearing from you.
Yeah.
But I mean, like
if
now,
they think that shit is over, they got another thing coming.
God damn! But right now,
they got some paperwork coming.
How are you doing though? Are you able to skate? Are you out there trying to film? Like you said, you were trying to do a gnarly trick the other day. So your body must be yesterday.
Yeah.
So your body must
you're
be
out there. You're skating.
We're back. I'm back. We're back.
Are back.
We are back.
Hell yeah!
And I just basically I had like to keep taking these oral antibiotics like 2 weeks. I'm on like I think tomorrow's my last day.
Perfect.
Actually, I have like 3 that I take throughout the day, and then 1 once a day. And so throughout that process, I've been feeling better. Legs been going out. I'm not gonna lie though, I still feel like there's still like you could look like. Yeah, you can kind of see. There's like
I see right there.
A little bulge, in my leg. So
Wow.
it's still not all the way gone.
Okay.
And at that point, I don't know if that's just like inflammation. Maybe it could be rubbed out or whatever. But I don't know. Or maybe I need more antibiotics. Hopefully not. But yeah. And I'm not even like that. Shit, this is like first beer in a while because I've been on antibiotics. But I was like, I want to make sure these things work, But I think 1 beer okay. Hey, nobody else do this though. Don't drink on antibiotics. It's really
It's
not
his last
good.
day, man. He's celebrating.
Kid had to have 1 beer while I'm in LA. Dude, I remember last time, like I was on a drinking break, and the first time I ever went to Barcy, I was on a drinking break for 5 months, and I skated the street league. And I remember I was telling you, and then you're like, "Man, let me get you a beer." I was like, "Oh, Jeron's trying to get me a beer. Let me get this beer. I think it's meant to be." Then and then that was a sick ass night, and then that trip was dope. I was like, I'm glad I drank because I was in the club, man.
Look what you started, Dubs.
Hey.
Man, hey, but like I had to. It really gave me a chance to really. I feel like I wouldn't have really tapped into Barcy had I not, because honestly, like, not to sound like some alcoholic, I don't even drink that much, but like drinking is like in the culture so you got to kind of embrace that a little bit to start to understand some things.
Those damn limons,
them things are good, man. But hey, I do miss my White Claw out there though. White Claw. We got the Topo Chico one. We just got the Topo Chico one.
Okay,
they just got it.
Yeah, man.
Like they're
Spain is
late.
I'm telling you, dude. I've been telling my girl this too. Since I came here, I was like, yo, for the first time in 2021, I feel like I'm in 2021.
Before you felt like you were,
bro, you're years behind. You're years. But I'm like, dude, they don't have, like, I was looking at the small things. So I'm like looking around here, like, oh, carpet.
They don't. It's all.
Screens. A screen door.
It's all like tile.
Genius.
Yeah.
Keep the bugs out of your house. No way. What? That exists? Come on, get out of here.
That's true. It's true.
Dryers. You don't hang your clothes. You don't want your towels to be cardboard. Come on. What? This is crazy.
Even a washer sometimes you're like, wow,
dude.
It's like in the kitchen or something.
Oh, you don't have power outages? Oh, you don't have leaks in the room. Should I go on?
Mold?
It happens out here, but it's quicker to fix.
They're just dealing with, like, they've had a rough history. They're coming out of some crazy, they were going through the dictatorship with Franco, and that held them back, from progressing in society. So they're doing their thing. That's why the Catalans are like they are, you know, with the whole trying to secede from Spain, the anti-Spain shit. Like I've been learning a lot about that since I've been learning, and I feel them on some levels for sure. Like the amount of things that they've dealt with, and like, you know, when they break it down, I'm like, I feel it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you can't be so hell-bent on that. You gotta progress with the rest of the world, man. It's a whole world out there that's moving forward, and there's technology and things happen, and you know, dryers and screens. And carpet and shit, you know what I mean? Like, but you know, it's cool because I have the things like that or whatever to appreciate when I come to the States.
Absolutely.
But then you have the other small things to appreciate over there that we don't have here, like a chill fucking lifestyle, you know?
That's one thing I loved about that.
People are very, you know, like mental health, physical well-being, mental well-being. These things are really like in tradition, like small things like that are really important over there. Like you'll see an old man walking, you know, that it looks like it's probably gonna take dude like 20 minutes to get one block,
right?
But he's out there, he's doing it, you know what I mean? And that's really common out there, and I really respect that because, you know, the reason that a lot of these old people are still out and living is because they go out and they do that walk every day, you know, in their walker. You know, you'll have, you know, I love the sense of family and community out there, you know, like, and I understand
the plazas, they go out and kick it and hang out, tell stories.
It's just like a little fairy tale. It's just a romantic lifestyle, you know, the terraces, you know, the gatherings, you know, having a beer and just, you know, talking and chatting or whatever. And like, you know, a lot of PDA, PDA, you know, PDF.
PDF.
You see a lot of people.
I just got a PDF today, man.
A lot of
email,
PDFs. You'll see people like making out in public and stuff. You know, it's just like it's like a big romantic.
I love
book,
it.
You know, it's awesome. You know, and like little things like that. It's like maybe they don't have carpet or screens or dryers. You know what I mean? But
they got
terraces and plazas, and the old people walk around instead of go around in their little scooter things or whatever. And their obesity level is on the floor compared to us. Shout out to you guys, because I've definitely lost a solid like 20 pounds since
that's
I moved
crazy.
down.
That's crazy.
That city life is a little different though.
You're
in the city, you know,
you're moving around. You're moving
Yeah.
around. You know what I'm saying? But in the States, man, I you know, one thing I told you guys when I got here was like the preservatives in the food.
Oh my god,
that's the thing out there. Like things actually go moldy at like, you know, a timely fashion, like it should be. You know what I mean? Like at a normal rate. But and so I think this is just a theory. Maybe like all the preservatives that we put in the food out here could potentially be why a lot of people are obese, because you got people like in the Midwest where when I was in Minnesota, dude, I was looking around, I was like looking for like places to go eat. And it's like, dude, it's literally only like fast food and then like Walmart. And I was like, this is fucked up. I was like, these people deserve more than this. So I was like, there needs to be more options. Like, I was like, people like, you know, out there will make jokes about like, you know, fat people in the United States. I'm like, that's fucked up, man. I was like, you shouldn't make fun of anybody for any reason.
Yeah.
That's just bullying, and that shit's whack.
Sure.
And second, like, it's just, they don't know better.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have anybody there to teach them about like nutrition and shit like that. And unfortunately, you know, in some places, the more healthy items cost more. So it's like, they're going to roll with the cheaper, like, store brand or whatever that has like maybe some more preservatives and shit.
Absolutely.
And they're just doing it because they, you know, that's what they can afford.
Motherfuckers
And
are set up to eat that shit.
straight up, dude, it's just like put in your face. It's like, buy this bullshit. It's so bad for you, but it's got crazy colors and it looks like it tastes so good. Yeah. And it's just like, dude, don't eat that. Like, don't eat anything like that they're advertising you. Like, eat everything that they're not advertising, pretty much. Like, I haven't ate meat in almost 4 years now. And like, I think that that's one of the biggest like industries that is just so fucked. Like, from the way that the animals get treated to what the animals are fed to what they're pumped with like hormones and all that shit to like cancer being cut out of like meats and like just kind of like those like, dude, I'm like, this shit is crazy, yo. And like, I'm not saying that because I'm pescatarian. I'm not saying that the fish industry is any better. That shit's fucked too, but at least it's a little bit more sustainable, you know? But it's just, it's really gnarly. Like the whole food industry in general, all over the world is getting real bad. I don't know if you guys saw that Seaspiracy documentary on Netflix. That was just heartbreaking. I almost stopped eating fish after that. Like, it's hard. I definitely cut down for sure. Like, no doubt. You know, I was like, okay, like you know, maybe one day I'll stop eating. I love seafood though, man.
Yeah,
I'm guilty.
seafood,
I'm guilty.
bro.
I'm guilty.
Oh, like
Yeah, it's my
lobster.
favorite food.
bro.
You like lobster?
Hey, man.
Isn't it like paella? Isn't that like a lot of
Yeah,
food
hell
in
yeah.
there?
Hell yeah. Paella is fire.
Well, listen. Let's say we got clips here, dude. But also we want to talk
Speaking
about
of clips, Kelly, I just thought about that tray flip at Mac flip back in the day. Big up. Big up.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
It's one of my favorite ones ever. Maybe my favorite one ever. Seriously,
Wow,
really up
thank
there.
you,
It's
Blake.
definitely top 5. Definitely.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
I don't remember
miss-
it, but
Trey God over here.
Hey, don't be bullying, Chris. It's not cool, right? That's all you do to me, bro. Is you
No,
bully
no,
me.
no, no.
It's not cool.
Hey, no bowling. I just said no bowling.
You
a
still got that
second.
button
All
over
right,
there?
good. Oh, I forgot the button.
Really quick though, because I want to talk about the video part as well that you're going to come out with soon, which is going to be I'm fucking psyched on it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
But
stoked.
I want to talk about really quickly just some clips, man, because you've done some crazy shit. I love it. I love it. I want to start off because we are in Venice. Iconic, legendary, bro. The Natas spin. You get right there, bro.
Yeah.
I think that was just so cool, man. You know?
Yeah, clearly you could see after I was just kind of, I grabbed the pole though, but then I saw in the clip, I saw Natas grabbed it too. So I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, he did? Okay.
I was like,
Yeah,
I
he
had to
did.
make
He
sure
did.
because I was like, I think I need to redo it. I did it a few times. I tried to get a few more spins, but then I started getting dizzy.
Oh, for real?
But he didn't go to fakie, right? He went to
I think he went to regular.
he went to regular.
You know what I was trying to do? Is there's like one more right there. I was trying to do one more and I was trying to go into the curb cut so that I didn't land like at a stop like that.
Okay, got
I forgot I did that though. Yeah, we did a board, little thing for my
your shit.
skateboard. Yeah,
Dude.
it was fun.
I mean, it's just rad that is still there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know,
You know what
right?
I mean?
A little
Like,
piece of history.
Little
You
piece
can't
of
walk
history.
by there without thinking about that thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Exactly.
you know about that clip, and even if you've never been here, you might look at it and be like, "Wait, is that the?" And yep, it is.
It's
Yep.
there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love it, man.
Hydrants are really not on corners. I don't really see them too often on corners. That's just me. I don't know.
They're kind of like more in the middle of the block.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
That is an odd place for that. Now that I
Very
think
odd.
about
I would
it.
watch that.
The corner.
I like it, man. I don't know, just a little. You
And
know,
it's a little guy too, right?
yeah, just a little nod to Natas.
Yeah.
So sick.
Super tight.
Shout out Natas.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
He's the one dude like we talk about all the time. Like he's down at the beach, we see him, and we still like.
I know
fan
it's
out.
crazy how
It's
you
like,
just see him.
whoa.
I see him around too. Like, I mean, obviously not lately. Haven't been around for a while, but like, you know, back, you know, when I was here, I'd see him from
You
time
just
to
gotta
time.
trip
around.
out, right?
Yeah,
it's like you're like, dude, Natas.
not
Holy
his cop and
shit.
stuff. It's all cat. He's all like
Walk his dog.
just chilling. Like,
Yeah.
like fuck, sick.
Man.
So dope, dude. Anyway, I love that shit. Dude, this one right here, bro. I love this shit.
Oh
This
yeah.
little late shove.
Ooh.
I love.
And you
backside
did it
big
like
shove.
the hard.
Yeah, that's
did it
not the normal way to do it.
Dude, I've honestly like I have that trick really good, late shove, and I've never really knew how I felt about it. But like I'll do one and like people will get I think honestly, for me it just matters what you do it on, and I always thought it looked cool on bump over bars.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember skating this and being like, I told my homie, I was like, well, what do you think? Like, you think like is late shove whack on this? He's like, no, it'd be tight. I was like, because originally if you see at the bottom, you can jump on that rail. And I was trying to 50-50 the whole thing, like up
okay.
it. But I kept falling. I hit I stomach checked it so hard because I went toes like on one because it was kind of high. I couldn't get my heels. And then I was just like, fuck, like maybe I could try to go over this thing and try something. So I ollied it.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if I can like flip a trick over it. You know, I wasn't sure. And then I was like, oh, but I could like do a late shove or some shit. And then I tried it, and I think I got it pretty quick actually. Damn. Because I didn't have much left in the tank because I've been trying to grind that thing. And,
Dude, you did it proper.
Yeah, you did that really good.
Nice.
And that's the hard thing to make that trick look well, you know?
Yeah, man.
keep it
Zion has a sick one too. He did one in I think some recent part that I thought was he did it over a bump to bar as well, I think. And
Bro, you look like Sheffy right there.
Hell yeah.
no, the Sheffy thing has been a thing for a while. Like, Like when I had my hair and shit,
Right.
like Vern, I remember like the first time I ever heard it was like at a Damn Am, and Vern was saying it. First he was saying Kenny Hughes, and then he started rolling with Sheffy because he realized it was more fitting.
Right.
And then like he was just like, yo, it's like baby Sheffy over there and shit. And I was like, damn.
I mean, what a
that's-
compliment.
That's what I was like, damn, that's the hard ass motherfucker. I was like, Sheffy, word. I was like, I'm down. I'll take it.
Up, bro.
And then after that, I kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, like I tried, like I would looked at some Sheffy parts and shit, and I was like, I fucking like, you know, because obviously I'd seen some Sheffy parts back in the day, you know, like Mouse and shit, but like, I was like,
you seen life videos?
Life.
oh yeah, and then of course, like, you know, like the plan B, fucking the one like questionable, yeah.
Virtual reality.
That was like, those were kind of just like a little introduction to like what he was kind of known for, you know what I mean? I was like, dude's a powerhouse, you know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, damn, like I got a little bit of my skating, so it kind of gave me a little bit of thing to go off of.
I like it.
Everybody sees something in everybody's skating.
It's true.
You know, you always got that little niche, and I was like,
He looks
maybe
a
that's
little bit like so and so.
yeah, or just he skates like so and so, and he's got like, or like this dude skates like this, and that's why I like him. So I was like, well, maybe the power thing is something I got, because there was a bit like, yo, you don't look like a skateboarder, like you feel like a linebacker. Like, it's funny because I actually used to play football, but I played quarterback. I was actually good. I made the all-star team. Like when I was in middle school playing flag football and shit. Like we had like an all-star team from, you know, the schools or whatever, and we played at like Camp Pendleton against like all these other middle schools and
Flag football?
yeah, it was dope. It was like versus all the middle schools and
Can't
shit.
catch my flag.
Yeah, Kelly knows about flag football.
Yeah, I used to be pretty good too.
And
Yeah,
and then I was
John
like
knows.
fucking around playing, like, you know, I was gonna start playing tackle in high school and shit, and I was like, chilling, probably go skate. But
Yeah.
I seen mad people play on the beach flag football.
yeah, it's fun, dude. It's
Yeah.
fun, yeah.
It's super fun.
Not as high impact.
And then basketball too. Basketball was more what I really loved though. Like, although I didn't have the height to be anything else than a point guard, that's what I would have wanted to play anyway. But
I love playing.
I still go play basketball to this day.
The
so.
coach just fucked me up. I had the whack ass coach at my high school. And I was already like skating, so I was just like, you know what?
Fuck this
I don't
shit.
need you.
Yeah.
I don't need you right now. I'm gonna go skate.
Hey, speaking of Sheffy, though, I just don't understand the vibes about skating rock.
Oh yeah, that spot was tight in New York. Forgot, man. You're pulling up some clips. I forget because, dude, like this was from the part that they put out when they turned me pro, and I felt like, man, that shit got unseen by like it came out on the barracks, and like a lot of like more so people are like, you know, no shade to the barracks or anything, but like a lot of people are more focused on like thrasher parts and shit. So I feel like this one kind of got unseen by a lot of people. Like I got homies that are like haven't even seen this.
Wait a minute. So was there? Why did they put it on the barracks?
I
Did
don't
they have
know,
something
man.
going on and they just?
I don't know.
Because sometimes thrasher, it's hard to get shit on.
I think that's what it was.
They're
but like,
so full.
I mean, I would have been down to wait.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, maybe there was
Now I
chance
got
was
some-
probably just working with the barracks on.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
was
I'm
working.
saying,
We was working with them, but like, and I was hyped as fuck when it came out. But then going forward later on, I kind of saw, I was like, that was like, you know, I really like, I went in for this part. You know, like I didn't know what I was even going in for, but I was going in. I was like, I'm trying to do something tight. You know what I mean? I want to put out some like people.
It's
Music.
like you got to promote it yourself now. Like, just, hey,
Kinda,
did you guys
huh?
see this shit?
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Right.
So that's
Go back
the
and
thing
beat this
with
shit.
Thrasher. You ain't got to do like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
Oh wait,
that.
and you didn't know that you were turning pro, correct? Because
Nah.
I remember that they just surprised you down here.
Yeah,
So
I didn't know.
it's funny if it would have been like, if you would have known you would have been turning pro, you could be like, yo, I got this part coming out in a week, blah blah. Or
Yeah, you promote yourself prior.
yeah. Sometimes
true.
it's fun that they surprised you.
Sometimes it backfires.
it,
Well,
it
it's just-
didn't backfire.
No, I'm not saying it backfired, but I mean, like, maybe that was a little bit of aggressive word,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it did has like a
Did they tell you
an
about-
adverse effect, basically, where it's just like it like this works, but then like that could have worked,
Right.
Basically,
Did they sell you
But
born in the
I-
canteen?
huh?
Did they sell you born in the canteen when it came out?
Yeah, so we had what I really liked that the barracks did, because this is the thing that I thought was cool, was the barracks did a lot of other shit besides the part. Like we didn't just drop my part, they did a lot for me, which I thought was really sick. They fucking had this thing where I came and signed a bunch of boards. Yep. And we had the boards come in the canteen with like a sweater or whatever in the barracks canteen. You buy that and you get the sweater. It's just like a limited run of my first boards signed.
Oh, cool.
And so I actually got a picture sent to me on Instagram recently. It was a picture that somebody had sent me that was one of the signed boards from that run or whatever. Right. And I was like, damn, that's sick. And that made me realize, I was like, damn, I'm pretty stoked that they did that.
Mm. It's nice, like a little package.
Yeah,
a little package deal.
So it was like you said, you have the ups and the downs. I'm like, okay, probably would have been easier to put it out and get more people to see it through Thrasher, but at least the barracks did this dope shit with it. So I was like,
no, for sure.
I was like, whatever, man. It's all skateboarding. It's all fucking love. Dude. So.
But dude, that spot,
I'm hyped they put my shit out regardless. So good looking out, barracks. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, that spot though is it goes downhill right before you pop. I remember that.
Yeah,
it's a little down, so it's hard to actually snap off.
You have to pop early for sure. I remember I did a couple before actually, and I hit the rock. And I remember watching this kind of like how we are right now. It's just reminding me that, because I was like, did I hit it? Did I hit it?
Little frame by frame action.
Yeah. I was like, all right, we're good.
You did that perfect, dude.
Right.
That spot's hard to skate, dude. Yeah. It's one of those things you go that you're like, wow, this is way gnarlier.
I really miss New York. I can't wait to go there again. I gotta go link up with my boy TJ and go eat at his restaurant.
Dude, hell yeah. Hey,
shout out Taste So Good.
You got a good hard flip, bro.
Yo, that's incredible right there, bro. That's
hard flip back tail.
That is
trying to get one of those for this new part.
Hell yeah.
God, it's hard on a round rail. Let's just say that much.
Yeah, what the hell? That's hard to lock in, and it's probably mentally so scary.
I tried it on a couple. Got in. Damn, it looks like almost is gonna go in the front crook.
I know, right? For real.
Is there like a little thing, a flat?
There's a little piece of wood that you put in the middle.
Amazing.
That was a crazy day. So when I did this, the same day, Tom Asta did switch heel front tail. He did it twice because one time I think the memory card was full or the battery died, and Joey P was filming. And Tom did it. I remember Joe was like, dude, livid. Joe's the most calm, cool, collected dude ever. But if he gets mad, he gets mad. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, fuck. I was just like, I feel you though.
Wait, so he did the trick, but the car ran out of the space.
Yeah, so he didn't get the clip.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but Tom was super chill about it. Tom wasn't even tripping. I mean, you know how Tom is. Tom is it's kind of hard.
I'll do it again.
It's really hard for Tom to get mad, and even if he is, he probably won't even notice it.
Yeah. True.
So but Tom wasn't tripping. He was just like, yo, no worries. He saw Joe was stressing, and I was like, I feel you. I would have been tripping too. I just missed.
I went through my camera.
Yeah, I don't know if he did. Maybe he did. No, he didn't throw a camera.
Tom could just actually do it again pretty easily.
And Tom knew too, so that's why Tom was just like, yo, all good, man. I'll do another one. Super chill. And I was kind of happy because I was still trying my trick, and I wanted to have Tom with a little bit of hype and shit, because Braun had just switch flip crooked it the same day too. So it was a pretty heavy day at that rail.
Wow.
And I was coming down to where I was the last one on my trick, and then I got it, and I was like, wow, I did it,
dude. And you're right, you almost got into crook, dude.
Yeah, it would have been crazy.
Look at the angle.
Yeah, my wheel
right there
just misses it right there.
That's a crazy one, right? It's that would be kick flip body,
a ghetto bird switch front crook.
Yeah, kick flip body varial front crook. I don't even know.
That is.
I guess so. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Because you're basically
that's a kickflip varial switch front crook. Yeah. If
that locked in,
that's I guess what you would call that. Yeah.
Dude, happy accident. That happened.
That trick always tripped me out because there's so much commitment and you have to be so precise on that trick.
Yep.
That I never understood how you could do that.
That's why it makes it so hard on the round rails. I got a couple things that because I've over the years I learned it a long time ago, like randomly at Stoner on the super small baby ledge, like you ollie up one, ollie up another one, and then you hit, like right to the left.
Oh, the mani pad one?
Yeah, at the beginning of the stage right there. I learned it on that thing a long time ago, and just kind of kept doing them over time and learned tricks out and stuff. Like over last summer, 2020 summer, I learned like big spin out of hard flip back tail and flip out and shit.
Damn.
Okay.
Which was kind of, I was like, because dude, I've been skating, that Born Plaza, and like some of my homies I skate with out there, like my boy Gustavo, or like those dudes are doing like I watched this guy do a nollie flip crook, nollie big flip out, and sit in the nollie flip crook like it was a crooked grind. Like I watched this guy do a nollie flip crook so many times into it, and like I was just like, what the fuck? Like, how are you just...
It's crazy.
It's crazy how consistent they can get in that first stage trick, right? Nollie crook, and they can just hold it there.
Yeah,
You're like, wait, that's hard, just like that.
I was like, I'd be proud of that shit, man. Like, let me get a nollie flip crook like that. I want to sit in that shit. And then dudes like the homie Nasim, like Nasim is fucking, man, he's taking these dudes skate real tech and shit, so it gives me motivation to try to get my tech shit up.
Dude, speaking of hard flips, this hard flip, look at that beautiful, bro.
You flip
that catch.
shit.
Oh yeah,
I love a hard flip.
I honestly, I learned to do hard flips by literally just watching Brian Herman.
Yeah.
So I kind of try to mock how he does it because I felt that was the most comfortable way, because when you do it like that down shit, it gives you, like, when you turn your shoulders like that and you have it like this, it gives you so much time to just kind of sit like that, and it's so easy to land. It bolts. I don't know. It just works out so good.
I mean, that's what I would trip on is the sideways catch, bop,
Yeah,
like right there, that it just gets sucked right up into your bop right there.
Yeah. That was a dope ass spot. The guys are cool that work. They let us skate. They closed the door.
That's crazy. They just close the door.
Yeah.
That's in New York, right?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Bro, beautiful.
I think it's hard to
flip.
skate.
Yeah, it is.
And that ground out there is...
I blew my heel out on that thing too.
Oh, did you?
Really bad, yeah. I was trying I think I was just doing back three, and then I was gonna change the trick because I found out someone already back three'd it, and I landed flat footed, and my heel just blew up. Like it looked like my ankle got destroyed. My whole side of my foot turned black and blue, and up on top is my ankle, but it was from a heel bruise, dude. Heel bruise from hell. I had to go to the hospital in Brooklyn. It was so bad. I thought I broke my ankle or broke my heel or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it took me out for the rest of the trip.
Hell of a heel bruise.
Yeah.
But I love good hard flip, man. And it is very Herman-esque.
Definitely one of my favorite tricks, man.
You got a good one.
I'd say definitely Herman's. That's my favorite hard flip. So I just try to be like, let me try to see if I could do it anywhere close to that.
Yeah, dude, that was great.
He'll always have my favorite hard flip.
I mean,
Dude, one of the best for sure.
Even if somebody comes with a sicker one, it's like,
I mean,
it's not going to be a sicker one.
There's sick ones out there. There's sick ones out there.
There's a lot of
for
them.
sure.
I think he's kind of the first one to really perfect it, do it down really, really big stuff.
And you do it so sick, dude, with the shades and shit all too.
Yeah.
You're like hair and fucking
Get some slip-ons.
eating egg rolls and being like, yo. Yeah. Shout out Brian Herman, fucking G.
Hey, this is some shit.
Look at that kit.
Oh,
Whoa, dude, you fucking
You know what's funny?
Some hot summer nights right there.
Those are the P-Stone socks, dude. The fucking on those socks, it's that OJ made on the top. On one sock it says wipe, and on the other one it says here. They're supposed to be the P-Stone socks because it's full of P-Stone. Call it I think P-Stone made up the term. It's called the sacrifice. You gotta take one sock bandit that shit. Fucking, you're in the forest.
Come
you ain't
out
got
of the
no
woods
toilet
with one
paper.
sock
So that's why those on the foot, on the top of the feet, on those socks it says wipe here.
wipe
Wow.
here.
Wipe
Just in
here.
case.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
But I never had to do that. So
Never. Okay.
Still got them.
Dude.
They need to remake those.
Team clean butthole.
That would be. Dude, that's a great trick. Yo, it kind of spits you out too, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
That frontside flip, that curved
Those
ledge.
11 and a half right there almost caught some.
Yeah, but you didn't.
God, almost had to move to an 8.5.
That's did that take you a while?
I don't think it not that bad. I did some other trick earlier before that that took me a longer. it was like in the same part, I think, as this one. It was like a front side air, like tail skid thing on a bump over bar. And I did that the same day. I just tried this trick somewhere. I just tried this trick somewhere else pretty hard.
I can see a hard flip out of that too at that spot.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I tried this somewhere else though. That wasn't a curve ledge. It was a different type of thing. It was hard. The curve helps that trick a lot.
Yeah,
For
I was
sure.
gonna- it kinda
I
spits
did
you
it on
out.
that orange bench in San Francisco at the pier too.
Yeah.
Like anytime I see a sea ledge, I'm like, maybe I could. It's just pretty much like one of my sea
go
ledge
through now?
tricks. I like-
But you got the Venice sea ledge to practice on too, right? Or you used to, I guess.
It's
yeah,
uphill, though.
yeah. No, at the park. Yeah.
It's
Remember
uphill
you-
though a little bit.
No,
right?
the one at the skate park, not the OG one.
Oh, the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Remember you-
tried to skate that one the other day, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, and then Mario McCoy, he skated the other one. You know, the one like goes down like the biker one that's super crusted. Mario got a trick on that.
On the front
Oh,
side
yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
I was
thing is
like, dude,
round.
he wasn't. I know he wasn't sure if he should. He's like, is this tight? I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's like, for sure. He's like, I don't know. I'm just like, no, I'm not sure. I was like, dog, the
Yeah.
fact that you're skating this, the amount of people that know about this spot and have been here, whatever, like, are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like he skated that.
Yeah,
There's
Like,
a reason why no one skates it really anymore.
yeah, I was like, let alone what he
Yeah.
did on it was sick, but it's like the fact that you did anything, I was like, you know, you might even revive it. Like people might be like, oh, maybe I'll go try something there, even though it sucks. But
Mario McCoy's like he's one of my new favorite
He's
skaters.
so
good.
sick.
So
And
man.
I just recently really met him at the Street League thing that we
Nicest
did. Bro,
dude ever.
we sat there and him and his dad and we talked for like 2 hours in the parking lot, just stuff and 9 Club shit. And I'm just such a big fan. And that day that you went skating with him, he sent me a photo from the beach.
Oh yeah,
And I
he
was
told
like,
me, yeah.
I'm like, dog,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Hit me up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, he
dude.
was
Like,
telling me.
Might be able to
yeah.
make it.
Damn, and dude, Chris, what's up with those fucking? You had me tripping on this one. You probably know what's coming right now because we're talking about the spot, the switch front crook to the back 5-0 to the
Dude.
Switch front crook. Like,
yeah. Just let me just
Thank you, Blake. And really quickly,
was
just to
sick.
touch on
That
it,
was sick.
I don't even know what happened. Like I was filming with Shane Heil, and we were just doing it. And I'm like, I just learned that little trick, and I was like, oh yeah, so it's fun to transfer over. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I wonder if I could pop up. Did it like quick. It was like
It's- see,
bizarre.
I
It
had
was
a weird
bizarre.
feeling that was the case because I was looking, I was like, he was probably just doing this,
Yeah.
and then just tweaked it a little. He's like, well, maybe I could do, and then boom, it just started
Exactly
working.
what happened.
That's what you do.
Exactly
with
what
fakie?
happened.
Is that the one you pop over to fakie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going back. Yeah, and pop over.
Okay, yeah, that was fucking rad, dude.
crazy.
people-
bro.
hard
I was
one.
so hyped on
That's a
that.
crazy shit. Shane O'Neill was like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
I feel
was
like that
whoa.
one broke the internet.
Well,
It was
think
kinda
respectfully.
crazy.
But
Thank
think
you,
about
bro.
it though. Even if you did a simple
Shock the
back
gram.
5-0, if you did a back 5-0, back 180 like that,
Right.
that's
no
still
one even
hard as
sees
fuck.
that.
Yeah, that
Like that's why I was like, wait,
Yeah.
that's like even itself hard.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah,
incredible.
That was a mind boggler.
5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was gnarly.
Totally random. Totally just learned that trick and then just added on. And Shane
Those are the best.
happened to film
Got
it,
it.
and I was like, done. I'm like, cool.
That's
man.
the best. That's the best.
Airdrop that shit to me, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Probably gonna need that one part.
Dude, we got other ones too. Let's see this. You know what? You got a good back 3, bro. You got a. I mean, front three.
three.
Front
You got a
three.
good front three too, yeah.
That's
Good front 3 as well. I can't read.
Isn't that down by LD? Is that like
It's exactly Fisherman's the
remote
pier.
area?
Over there.
Damn, I almost slipped out of that at the end. You see right there.
Those bricks are.
Where'd you slip
Yeah,
there?
you see right there that little skirt.
Yeah, I like little skirts like that.
Yeah.
I think they're fresh.
Yeah, that's at Redondo Beach Pier.
Redondo.
Yeah,
Redondo.
I just saw. I was watching a part. Who was it? I think maybe it was David Reyes. His part. Man, yeah. You guys,
Ooh, yeah.
David
he was,
Reyes.
shout out David Reyes, man. You guys so funny too.
Also on thank you for sure.
Yeah, shout out Tori and
Tray
Dave on
flip.
my dogs,
Straight flip
nose
nose
blend
blend
clippers?
clips. Let's go.
dude. So yeah, I think I'm. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he did fakie back hurricane on that rail in that part.
I believe so.
I like that trick a lot.
That one because there's 2 different rails. There's this one, but then there's another one
The
that
other one,
everybody skates.
if you want, you pull. I did kickflip
like a-
crook on the. It's like a bear trap rail. I think it was the same part as this. Actually, I did a kickflip crook on that one
I don't know
too.
if we actually
I didn't
pulled
pull that
that
one.
one. No.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
it's where it's the shotgun rail, but the bottom has the
Yeah,
bar.
I think
Yeah.
like
If you go down the stairs, it's to the left.
yeah. Not what was it? Ashad did like
Didn't someone do front blunt on that thing?
Yeah, I think. Dude, I think
Was it a shot or was it Niger?
Niger, I think the nose blunt pop out on it, which was really gnarly.
On the middle one, the
bear trap one, yeah. I just thought kickflip crook on it because it was safe and I could stay my ass away from the bear trap because I'm leaning this way. I was like, well, maybe it'll be tight because I'm flipping in, but then I'm also safe, so that's a win-win. Yeah, that was that. I might have to go try to skate that while I'm here. I like that spot.
And I do like the skirt.
And you go get some.
Adds a little.
Yeah, I didn't ever notice that. And you can go get some really good seafood just down below.
For
fucking
real.
bomb.
Yep.
Damn true.
Yeah, I love front threes. Shout out Lil Kev. He got my favorite one.
Dude, he's got a real good.
He's got a great one.
It's crazy.
Dude, how sick was
Did you guys see that little session?
the off-white thing?
No. Just I was just like the other day or 2 days ago. Like we were all at the beach or whatever chilling, and I left the beach because I had to go somewhere. And then next, like Kevin, Sean Imes, and like a couple other homies just started rifling off tricks on the 4 block. There might be some edit somewhere of it, but dude, I'm watching. Like Kevin was kicking it, like we were chilling, like drinking some twisted teas, just having a little beach day, whatever.
Twisted teas.
And I'm pretty sure Kevin was kind of deep in the twisted teas. This fool just starts rifling off tricks off the 4 block. I was like, watching this shit on the story. I was like, I could have sort of drank a few of those things, dog. This fool's fakey flipping it perfectly, just like nonchalant, front 3, like amazing. I was like, dude. Yo, like what? He's the only person I know that can do that. Get super faded and just go fucking
crazy,
dude.
bro.
I'm like, why? How do you even have coordination, bro?
Dude,
it's crazy. It's like the Dustin Dolan effect.
Yeah,
Right.
when he was on Cliche, everybody knew he was good. But then I went on tour with them. They invited me as a guest in Europe somewhere. That's when I knew, man.
Dude,
I'm like
Kevin's
seeing
one of
him
the
skate in
best out.
person. I'm like, this kid is special.
His style, everything. Like
He was just getting
him.
up there
He's
and
super
doing
dope,
shit.
bro.
I'm
Yeah.
like, wow.
It's crazy. He's never stopped surprising me, man.
Dude.
You could do whatever. You call out some random trick and
they
like
just laugh about
you
it.
Get close to doing it
Yeah.
like really fast. It's like he has that little like super like competitive mentality where it's like if you tell him he can't do it, like he's gonna try to go do it. Like,
Hell yeah. Dude, this one I tripped out because
yeah, this spot's gone.
the guy skated this, right?
Yeah, he board slid
Board
it.
slid it.
But didn't
Yeah.
it have the knobs on top or something? That's what.
Shout out K White and Black
Or was that a
Mike.
different spot? The one he knocked his teeth on?
Guy, no, that's a different spot. The
That was-
knobs, it was like a white little
That
hubba.
was,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's.
was-
Yeah,
I've
this
seen
was
that.
in K Town, sort of by
Down the
like
street from Jake Juan.
yeah, in like that church like 11 stair, all that.
Yeah, didn't you film the guy's board slide?
Guys, boys, yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, sick.
but that's a good man. That's a scary
Yeah.
a little rounded on top, not
Yeah.
completely flat.
I don't know what made me want
Chunky
to try to
concrete?
back 50
Yeah,
that.
back
I think
50's
we were
got
just out. We were out skating that day. And I think I skated those stairs right before that. I think I don't know, maybe it was a different day. I don't know. But I just remember pulling up on that thing and it was towards the end of the day and I was like, maybe, I could grind. I like jumped off one and jumped to the side. And
Okay.
I was just like, all right, maybe I'll try. Yeah, that was from IC too. That's right.
Oh, that's what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sketchy little spot, man.
Is there nothing on the other side? Like, is it
Yeah,
just
it's a drop.
That's even gnarlier.
That's the thing
huh?
because it's a bank and like it drops like you see it's a car park
Yep.
and you go down and you can see it goes so it's
Right.
way
It's a big
bigger on
garage
the other
door opening.
side.
Wow.
Yeah, it's at least
one of those,
4
like-
stairs.
Those type of things.
Right.
I like how your body weight changes right there.
Got
Yeah, you
that
had to
knee-
adjust.
Had that knee dipped.
You had to adjust.
Had to
right
make
there.
sure that fucking
Shit
heel
stays
was
on
knocked.
there.
I like because I'm like you see me, I'm dipping my heel. I'm like pressing my heel to make sure that
Yeah,
shit
stay
doesn't
on
slip,
there.
dude.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing was round. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
What,
50-50.
John Ciano. Yeah, John Ciano did lip slide on it.
Oh, you did. Okay. Hell yeah.
I was trying to think of the other. I don't know if anyone ever front boarded it. I always said that'd be cool.
That would be sick.
Yeah. Old spot.
Yeah, it's gone now. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Dude, that's a dope.
Damn, Fibro. That's a throwback, huh?
Was he getting boards from Fibro?
Yeah, a long
briefly.
time ago. I got the DVS.
sick.
DVS days.
Yeah.
Those are good times.
Hell yeah. Sick, dude. This line, I love this line because I'd always fucking ride my bike past this. Like if I'm going.
Oh yeah. Dude, this
Dude.
lady was not stoked the last time I went there.
Oh really?
She was like, "Get the fuck out of my yard." I was like,
Dude, it's literally
I'll be
somebody's
out
front
right now.
yard.
That is
Yeah.
a sick spot, though,
Dude,
dude.
I
"Yeah, it's
always
in the
drive-
ABC streets."
Yo, I always ride my
Where
bike
is it?
past that
In the
thing.
ABC streets. You know, so
If you went down the same street.
yeah, Roger knows what I'm talking about.
Speedway.
Speedway. If you go down Speedway, or like
Once you get past Washington on Speedway,
Keep going.
The streets are in alphabetical order till the end, where you get to the
Oh, I see.
peninsula
I
right
can
there.
tell by the landing of
And
that.
then you go
I
into
guess.
Playa del Rey or whatever.
Sick.
Oh, so that's a side yard of her house.
Yeah,
Basically, kind of the side.
I didn't have that long to do that, so I originally was trying to, I think, switch 180 out of it, and it just turned into a switch ollie because I felt like I could do the switch because I didn't have to just get over it. You don't have to turn, or I was just like, I'll just do that. My foot even like kind of came up, but I was like, I'm not gonna see anyone else skating this, so
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take it. I was like, this is a pretty cool line.
That's why I like it because it's just the side of somebody's house. And personally, I ride past it a lot.
Yeah.
I always see it, and it always sticks out as a skate spot.
Yeah,
and I
totally
never
was a
seen anybody
spot.
skate it.
It's how I felt. I actually originally was looking at like hitting the rail at the end, like trying to like a front board pop over
Sure.
type thing. But
Isn't it kind of like bendy?
yeah, that's exactly why I
gotcha.
didn't fuck with it. So I just was like, oh, go over, go in, go out.
So you went there recently trying something, and
Not recently, but
Okay.
like recently as in like within the last
year or two.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
before I moved away, but like dude, she was pissed. I think I did a line. Actually, I did do a line. It's just never got used. Maybe I'll throw it in something. I don't know. It's a cool spot.
I like it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Sounds like
dope.
I did get another line in there. I gotta find it. It's on my laptop.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, it's cool. I like local shit.
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
that.
That's,
You know what I
that's
mean?
dope that you noticed that. Yeah.
Dude, right away. I'm like, oh, there's a
I'm
spot.
like, oh, I know that one.
Yeah, because it's a skate. It's the gaps.
Yeah, when you
and
go by, it
everything.
looks
like-
totally skatable.
Yeah,
Perfect
For real.
little flat
That way.
gaps. Yeah. You look at it and you're like, I could do this here and that. And
Yep,
that.
yep. But
Like
then, yeah,
originally, I
just keep
didn't
riding
plan
the bike.
that little part right there, the little pop in, pop off the rock. But then like when I ollied in, it didn't line me up for where I wanted to go over that other one.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked at the rock, I was just like, well, I could just, I did the little just go in, go out,
that
just so I
was
could get
so
myself
cool.
to the other side.
That's amazing. I like that shit though.
That was fun. Cool little spot.
It's cool, man. I never really stopped to like actually look at it. I just ride by and be like, oh, nice.
Yeah, they were doing construction for a while there. So I don't even think anyone lives there full time. I think it's like somebody's second house. Like this,
Must be nice.
I mean, you look at it, they probably could afford a couple houses.
Yeah, that's not their only house, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
And if it is their only house, respect. That shit's tight.
All day.
Fucking, I think
It's
you
on
can,
the
I wonder
beach.
what are those like little things for? Those little hole, like what are the holes for?
decoration.
just for the rock decoration.
It's just
dude.
for the rocks.
They're
huh?
literally just that rich.
We're gonna put some rocks here.
They're just
It's not
like,
like, it's not like a
They're just
water
rocks
feature.
and holes.
hey, you know what's crazy is those
No, not even
rocks were
water.
probably so expensive.
Right.
I don't think people know how
Or maybe they
expensive
couldn't have been there originally. and they just built
Decoration.
around
Built
it.
around it. That's possible too.
that'd be
That's
tight.
true too. I
That
don't
could
know.
be tight.
You want to preserve the rocks.
Rock preservation.
I thought it was a water
preservation.
I thought it might have been a water feature and they ain't using the water, but hey.
Yeah, I don't see no water.
That would
I
be-
mean, that would be tight.
that
if
would
it
be
was, like,
cool.
That
built
would make a
around
lot
it.
of sense.
That'd be
yeah.
cool.
Damn,
No,
I
it's
wish it was there for the clip.
It's
Shit.
just a rock hole.
That would have been fresh looking, right? To go through
Get
it
a little
right there.
splash on the lens,
It's
maybe.
just a hole for the rock. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's shout out to the fucking Weed Goddess board I'm skating right there. I posted that board on the gram. I kept one of those. I have a lot of collectibles. Obviously Santa Cruz has a lot of boards that are easy
yeah,
to make
they
a
do.
collectible. It's, and the Weed Goddess, that was one of my first in one of my first boxes, and I kept the board all the way up until now.
Dude, Santa Cruz. Shout out Santa Cruz, bro. You guys are killing it over there,
yeah.
man.
Shout out-
From the storytelling to the collectibles to the videos. To
Shout out to
everything,
Eric,
bro.
man,
Heritage.
Pizzle and Andrew Cannon,
Hell yeah.
Kendall, everybody over there, Tyler, everyone, the whole gang, everybody's killing it.
I
over
feel like
there,
at
man.
Santa Cruz, like they fully figured it out.
Exactly.
They
We were in this
figured out
gray
the
area.
YouTube. They figured out everything.
Because Santa Cruz is in like kind of a little bit of a gray area, kind of like
Sure.
rebuilding whatever. Every company kind of goes through
Absolutely.
it, and like we were able to, like kind of like I'm glad that I was in the beginning phases for that.
Right.
Because I saw everything kind of happen after, like, you know, like I was like the first am from like the whole like restructuring process, more or less. Like I had like a little welcome video, and then like not too long after that, then they put Tom Asta on.
Hell yeah.
And excuse me, that one was kind of random for people because no one, like for a second, Santa Cruz had like this image of like it being a transition brand for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe people just thought about the 80s and all of the legends that we've had throughout the years on there. And
a big reason why, for sure.
That's like, because that's the only, like, at the time for people, that was the only team, or at least the first team that comes to mind when they thought of Santa Cruz. You know, they're thinking of fucking old school 80s vert ramps and shit. But it was like, people don't realize that, you know, like Eric Dressen is one of the first dudes to start skating street. Like, he was literally one of the pioneers. And like, also everybody on there was able to skate street. Like, like you look at Jeff Kendall, his old clips and shit, like, those dudes could skate vert ramps, but they also
dropping off 18-wheelers.
These dudes were skating, like they were doing literal street skating, not like, you know, fucking tray flip, crook, nollie flip, fucking. They're just fucking getting in the streets and fucking shit up, kicking over, like literally kicking over dumpsters midline type shit, just fucking skating, destroy shit, just like. And I was like, that's so much cooler than seeing some dude do a tray flip, fucking nose grind, nollie flip, fucking reaver, blah, 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 fucking manual fucking plus fucking sign, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. But, you know, I'd rather just see some dude just do some shit with attitude sometimes. Yeah. Straight up.
Well, the thing with Santa Cruz, they really went back to their roots. They really figured that one out, I feel like.
Yeah,
you know,
we kept the roots of shit, like, from what Santa Cruz is like essentially known for, and took it and was able to basically adapt with the modern times.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
And that's what I'm saying.
And take it with like a story.
Dude, the storytelling, that's what I'm saying. A lot of companies still to this day aren't utilizing the YouTube and the this and that, and they're giving their shit away, which, you know, it's cool.
And they tap into the heritage.
Santa Cruz, they've figured it out.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. I love every aspect
I agree.
of
It's been really dope to see because it helps you as like an individual with the marketing aspect of, because you as a skater, you have to know how to market yourself.
I just want to learn shit too.
Yeah, you have to know how to market yourself. And when you see what the brand is doing and it's working for the brand, you see what more that you can be doing to make yourself gain more content and followers, whatever, you know, whatever your goal is. Just more coverage in general. That's the goal of a skater, you know, coverage, stay in everybody's face.
Hell yeah.
And you know, with everything that they've, like, we just started this new thing where it's like a cooking show, like where you go to like somewhere and like, you know, they like will go cook like one of the dishes on the menu and stuff and go behind in the kitchen. It's pretty cool. So
sick.
Yeah, Santa Cruz Skateboards YouTube has a lot going on over there. From Andrew talking about products to us doing trick challenges to us talking about our setups to just getting to know us better with like the vlog things that we do.
That's the shit I love.
Like, because I feel like it's really important for kids to be able to get to kind of know us as individuals more than just a skater.
Well, there's so many tricks out there. There's so many clips, so many videos. You know, it's like let's go a little more in depth.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go meet Blake Johnson. Let's go meet these people.
Yeah, the part happens and it doesn't get forgotten about, but it happens and it passes, and you're like, that was sick, and you remember clips, like, you know, we're watching clips right now or whatever. But if you have these other things and you show other sides of people, it helps people relate more, and they could almost feel like they know you or something. So when they, you know, they see you in person, they got something to vibe with you about. You're like, yo, like me, for example, like I'm a huge Lakers fan. Be like, somebody sees me and be like, yo, like, Lakers, dog. I'll be like, that's my next thing you know, we start chopping it up about, you know, the Lakers, talking about Westbrook or Carmelo or some shit. So it's just, you know, and people can relate to you from like a person to person like level, like not like pro skater to fan. You know what I mean? And I think that's important because I always enjoy those conversations with people because it's like I don't look at myself more higher than any, like we're all skaters.
Exactly.
I just happen to just have my name on the board and I'm doing this or whatever, but at the end of the day, we're all the same. You know
100%.
So I love when they could kind of like it brings it down to the level where it's like person to person,
Yeah.
skater to skater, not pro to fan.
And and Santa Cruz is facilitating that.
Yeah,
which
when you
is
go
amazing.
to a demo after they seen one of these YouTube videos, they have that much more knowledge about you and can have a better conversation with you.
And it
So-
even goes for the levels. It's like not only the skaters, but it's like now they got Andrew Cannon doing the video, the product reviews.
and I'm sure that's
shit
really
like
fun
that.
for him, you know.
Bro, I'm sure he loves it. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it gets the product out there in front of people. It gets the
Exactly.
fucking, they're skating in there. It's
Gets
fun
things
to
in,
watch.
it gets things in depth because, you know, like some people are just getting into the space of skateboarding and they don't know that much about, you know, the differences between boards and stuff.
100%.
And Andrew really goes into depth about why this is good for this and why this is good for that. Like, it's like skate a wider board if you like this, skate
Yeah.
a skinnier board if you like that, skate these wheels if you like this, skate with these wheels if you like that. So
It's weird.
It's good.
YouTube's
It's
a weird thing, right?
it's
People
in-
are still kind of like, oh, what do I do? You know, and
Yeah,
like
it's
like,
still getting
no, just
figured out.
Go do it.
yeah, just go do it. Yeah.
go do
That's
it.
the best way to do it because people start things out of just, you know, being bored maybe with no expectation. Next thing you know, you got this crazy viral YouTube channel off of just something you're just messing around.
They're doing a fucking phenomenal job over there,
definitely
bro.
doing a
Shout
Yeah.
out Santa Cruz and
Shout out.
everybody involved with their YouTube and
got
and
such a dope
business.
fucking team that's just
Bro.
man. Got all these
Phew,
all these guys.
stacked. Yeah, team members doing nollie heel flip crooked grind down fucking uni rail.
Need to
bro.
go back to that rail.
You gonna go back?
Yeah, I got some
you
more
gonna
for
do?
that.
Is
I
that
got
thing
some more
skatable?
for that. Yeah, it's on knob still.
Yeah, still a knob.
If not, I got somebody for it.
Oh, I think I know. I think we know.
Get that fixed right up.
I got a homie that's just basically he basically told me, look, you got any rail you want to go skate and it's got knobs, you let me know. I'll go cut them off and I'll go skate them with you.
That's a good
It's
homie.
not the knob buster.
Okay.
Oh,
But
it's
let's
not.
just say the knob buster has inspired a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out. No,
Big
that's
shout
good,
out to
bro.
that guy. It sucks. I was in Barcy when that guy kind of emerged, and all the knobs that he was taking off of all these spots were just spots I've been wanting to skate, like the gap to ledge in downtown, you know? I was like, bro, I've been wanting to skate that thing so long. Like, why do I have to be on the other side of the fucking world? Like,
Hard foot back tail that thing, dog.
dude, that was literally one of the tricks I was thinking of because the sets is perfect for that
Yeah.
shit.
Perfect.
I was like, it's kind of scary, but it's not that scary because you kind of ease. You
It's a commitment.
could kind of ease
That
into
thing
it.
is scary.
It's a commitment.
But I mean, like for that trick, because I could do one of
even
those like
scarier.
pussy foot, like tap my leg, like okay, I got my leg, like you know what I mean. Make sure I got like my foot on the tail, like lock it in like the 1 foot thing and kind of like jump off real
Right,
quick.
right.
Definitely do a few of those and then you know try to get down. But yeah, no, that thing's sick. I don't know if it's unknobbed or not, but like I said, I got a homie for there
you go.
I went to it and it was
That's
kind
a-
of like it was like halfway unknobbed. You know what I mean? Like where it was like
Somebody got caught.
like you could like slide through it, but you couldn't like grinding on it like was crazy feeling.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
Hey, that's a sick trick, man. Iconic school too. A lot of history at that school.
Yeah,
man.
dude. Milton's trick recently down around the corner right there on the 15 was
dude.
insane. I
didn't even
shot
realize that was
fucking
possible.
Ishad's run that he did, I think it's the Chronicles 2 part. One of my favorite parts ever, actually. Shout out to Ishad.
what was his run? Like nollie nose grind and then something or
Like nollie nose grind and then either backsmith or front feeble down there.
oh my god,
Something like that, yeah.
insane.
Just turned around. I was like, man, that was tight. I never seen anybody do that. A 15's perfect though, man. To be honest, like I'm not a big fan of like huge rails. I will jump on them if it's like up my alley. Like basically, if some shit is a big rail and I'm willing to jump on it, that shit better not be steep.
Okay.
Like I'm not
Yeah,
jumping
yeah.
on a steep ass rail. Like miss me with that. Like I don't know if it's Arthos Slam that's got me fucked up or what, but.
Ooh, yeah.
There's some little scarred memories, you know, that I've had from myself too when I was younger. But I prefer like I like handicap rails. I like tech rails like this because I like skating ledges a lot. You know, I like skating everything. There's nothing that I don't like skating, and I pretty much could skate everything. I don't know about mega ramps. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, I wouldn't put it past you.
you know, but should I maybe one day?
Yeah.
I just basically like I'd like to try like some of my ledge tricks on like rails and
Yeah.
shit. You know, you learn a
sure.
trick on a ledge, you're like, okay, maybe I'll try it on a hubba. Do it on a hubba, okay, let me try it on a rail. You know, just kind of like
Work your way
raise
up.
the bar every
Hell
time.
yeah. Levels.
So that's how every trick I've ever. I mean, I learned nollie heel crook on a ledge first.
Right,
you know?
right,
That's what made me want to try the hard flip back tail on the rail too, because I was like, especially that one, you know, because I was like, this rail is like
almost a ledge.
I was like, I was like, we got some borderline shit going on. It's like potentially this could be called a ledge, but I think it'll be respected if I do this anyway. So I was like, let's just run it, you know. Sure. And I've tried it on a round rail before, or like after that since. Not too long ago, but it was hard, man. It was like a regular round rail like that. It's a whole new ball game locking into that shit, man. It's like, dude, you really have to like
definitely.
You can't mess up. Like it has to be perfect. That's probably the best way I could put it. You can't get into it like a little like I was getting towards like a front crook, and maybe that's good because that's a super good lock in.
Yeah.
But basically, that's what you're looking for. Any like half tail things, like it's just gonna slip, and that's.
I was gonna. Yeah, you really got to be on top of that thing.
Yeah. That rail is amazing though, right here. Like, it's such a good rail. I wish it was front side for me too. So damn, I popped high over that shit.
I was gonna say.
But yeah, I definitely got some more tricks for that thing. For sure.
Yeah, like you said, I love watching your shit too because a lot of stuff's local. You know,
I popped high over that shit. What the fuck? It's crazy looking back on it.
It is weird looking back at your trick. Like, I didn't realize that was popping.
Dude,
look
at
that.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary.
You got popped, dude. Weird.
Unnecessary.
Making sure.
And you rolled away.
Yeah,
that's good to know. I could go try to nollie heel into some other shit. Something harder.
I love it.
Imagine someone did nollie heel blunt slide. My homie said that to me the other day because I was talking about nollie heel boarding some rail. He's like, dude, what if you did like nollie heel blunt slide?
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, you popped high enough.
Full, that shit's crazy. Like,
it's definitely popped.
I was like,
popped high enough right there, though.
I was like,
did Vincenzo do that before?
I wouldn't put it past him.
I feel like he might have done that.
Yeah. He probably did. He's got a good nollie heel.
Yeah.
Nollie heel 5-0 would be fucking amazing.
I can nollie heel back 5-0 on ledges.
Yeah.
I could do that one.
Yeah, there we
Manny ran that one in his recent part on
on Clipper.
Yeah,
on Clipper.
Yeah.
On Clipper. Wow.
Fucking
Clipper.
good too.
Man.
Super good.
Fucking shout out Manny. That motherfucker is. That's another dude. Manny's, how old is Manny? 30s.
He's in his 30s, right?
In his 30s.
Yeah, young 30s.
He's young 30s.
Yeah.
But he takes such good care of himself.
That man
it's unbelievable.
he's got the craziest diet out of anybody I've ever met in my life. Straight up. Like, I've never met a gluten-free vegan before. Let me just tell you.
Wow.
Respect. Because that shit would give me a headache, bro.
Oh my God.
We were on a trip together, and Manny had to, like, basically, like, if it was like a burger place and it was like a vegan burger, like he'd get the burger, but like without the bun, if they didn't have a gluten-free bun, it's like you could already imagine how stressful it is kind of being a vegan sometimes. This day and age, it's not so hard, but
especially in LA, it's easy,
depending on where you were. We were in Grand Forks, North Dakota,
okay.
So I don't think it's going to be too easy out there.
Right.
And so Manny, and then we were in Winnipeg, Canada as well. So it's like maybe a little easier there. But Manny, he had like just, like he would have his like snacks and shit. And sometimes like dinner wouldn't even go down. He'd just be like, oh no, I'll get like, I'll whip up some like little shit, get some from like a store or whatever. And like super resourceful when it came to like, if there was nothing on the menu for him to eat, he would make it happen. He'd get some things on the menu to where, he
could put something together.
Turn into getting fucking French fries and some, but like in a small green salad or some shit, like random things. And I was like, damn, but like, hey, whatever, this shit's working for him, man. Cause he's in his like well into his 30s. I don't know exactly how old he is. Either way, it's a compliment. What I'm saying, but like, it's just crazy because Manny has so many tricks.
Dude.
So you take like a nollie heel. It's like nollie heel board slide, nollie heel back 50, nollie heel feeble, nollie heel no side, nollie heel crook, and then you go to the front side, nollie heel front 5-0,
nollie. He builds off everything.
Yeah. He does heel flip front Smiths, dude.
Who can do that?
like that though. Like he's a really good contest skater as well, obviously. But
he's worked hard.
You could put it down like that, man.
No doubt.
I really respect that because coming from somebody that likes to skate like tech rails and stuff like that from time to time, you always try to kind of take like, maybe some of your harder ledge tricks or whatever that or your easier ledge tricks, whatever it may be, and try to take them to a rail and stuff. But like usually that has like a cap, you know, at some point you're like, I don't think I could do this on a rail. That's kind of crazy. And then you got dudes like Manny who literally just like, he's just learning these tricks on rails. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's like,
like barely heel feeble and stuff like that.
Dude.
what the like heel flip Smith grind, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
that shit's most awkward shit ever.
I've never
Think
seen
about that,
anyone else
yeah.
do that. So, you know, give that man his respect.
Hell
Straight
yeah.
up.
Shout out, Manny,
Straight up.
bro.
And he's just the best dude off the board.
He's such
great.
a cool dude,
great
man.
guy,
One of the most like high energy, positive dudes to
Yeah,
kick it with for
straight
sure.
up.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Man, he's a good dude.
1000%.
Dude.
I actually just hit him up to come on the show.
Did you?
Yeah, he'd be fun to have. Ask him about that diet.
I love
Ask him about that diet. It's crazy.
Yeah, because that's gnarly, dude.
I wanna know how that's
Gluten,
going.
Vegan, like that's some shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't find being pescatarian hard at all. Like, there's
Once you're in it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You figure
And
it
I don't
out and you
meat-
know.
I don't miss meat really at all because there's so many like mock meat products out there that
true,
where it's like
true.
you get the same, you know,
feeling.
yeah. I don't know. It's like
Taste.
I'm not really tripping. Like I had enough meat in my life. Like I've ate enough ribeyes and bacon and shit in my life to where I'm like, you know. And hey, maybe I'll be in Argentina or somewhere like that where they have the best barbecue like in the world. And I'm like, maybe I want to try a little piece of meat. Like I can try a little piece of meat and go right back to my, like I haven't done that yet because I have OCD and I'll be like, no, now you fucked it up. You got to start over. But like,
Right.
but
It's not going to ruin anything. You're not
Yeah,
going
it's
to become addicted to meat.
Yeah, it's like if I wanted to go try some of the best meat in the world, like shit, I'll try that shit.
That's
I mean,
when it's appropriate at the time.
yeah, I was like, because meat was really supposed to be a delicacy. Like we're not supposed to eat meat like we do. Like it's not like you're not supposed to eat meat. It's just the shit got blown out of proportion and we eat it too much.
No
Love
doubt.
me some fucking chicken. I just cooked up 3 chicken.
The
breasts,
convenience
bro.
of it. The convenience of it. It makes it like
Yeah,
fucking,
and
you
it's
know.
easy to get your protein. I mean, it's,
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
understandable. Like,
Right.
but that's why I wanted to make sure I kept the fish in there. You know, I love salmon,
Dude,
Yeah.
fish is
Salmon's
great.
bomb.
Fish showed you those
Great,
clams earlier, man.
Oh,
It's a lot of
hey,
stuff.
listen,
the
man.
seafood world's fun.
Hey, let's really quick because we'll wrap this up, man. Because we you know, you're gonna go back to Barcelona. You said, pretty
Yeah,
soon,
yeah.
And then, but you'll be back here, so
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back anytime for sure, dude. Come
You
by
guys
and
aren't
stop
far.
and chat. But
Literally
I know.
across the street.
I love
Guys
it.
aren't far. That's why I was like, let me pop in here while I'm in town. You guys,
Hell
it's not like I gotta travel to go to you guys.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
But let's talk about real quick because of the video, right? You said you're trying to wrap up the it's Santa Cruz video. Is it just
It's just me. It's just a part.
Just you?
Yeah. We.
Okay.
So the till the end thing is kind of done. We did 5 of them. We're now going to be pretty much focusing on more like individual things, or just more kind of putting the scope more on one person, I guess.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Like Jake. I don't know if any of you guys saw Jake Wooten's part. It was really gnarly. Like
Jake Wooten's gnarly,
insane. The front 3 to blunt at
Oh
Burnside
my gosh.
Sucker.
was
That was
just
fucking bananas.
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, and Jake off the board. A trip. But yeah, so they're putting out like we're putting out a Thrasher part pretty much.
Cool.
Just a Blake Santa Cruz Thrasher part.
Hell yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Hell yeah.
And I'm putting that out, and I got a little bit of time left, not too much, like probably a little over a month left.
That's
or
good
whatever.
though. I mean, you're out there skating now, so you can get
And
some shit.
I'm not promising anything, but potentially, there's more coming.
Yeah.
Maybe it's next year.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's
there'll
this
always
year.
be more coming.
No, yeah, but I mean soon. Like, I mean real soon. I might
Quick follow-up.
Maybe I'm coming through with some. You know what I mean? Like, people like to do that at the end of the year these days.
Well, listen,
Making it run.
but at the same time, you Barcelona. I mean, listen.
That's why I was like, if I have more
lot of-
footage left over from this part, and I want to put out something else, I have the option of doing it and not stressing about like being all from square one. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be all from square one. I'm always going to have some clips tucked away somewhere.
yeah.
I like, you know what I'm saying? Just like I like to put my money around. I like to move my clips around too. You know. But like living out in Barcelona, man, especially when your trick list starts over, man, you're able to go out and rifle off clips so
Hell
fast,
yeah.
dude.
Square,
Once
yeah.
the trick list starts over, I'm like, bro, I'm starting with the easiest. But with that being said, I'm also for sure going for Ender first next part because this
interesting.
shit, man, I can't tell you how many times
you need it.
It's
you're
just, dude,
It's
when
the weight off your shoulders from
dude,
that.
I can't wait to get like yesterday. I was saying, I was like, I land this, I'm going and getting the champagne bottle. We out like I was like, I'm doing backflips. Like I'm to the club. Like I'm going up. Like,
hey, and listen, if you get your ender first, you could always get another one if something else comes up.
thing,
you know?
exactly. So
you
that's
already got it.
So
handled.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's a lot of things out here in LA that are ender worthy, iconic spots and shit. So I'm looking at that right now while I'm here.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully I can get what I want to get out here. But the whole part though, besides that, from what I would like to use is all Spain. It's all.
I would love to see a Blake all Spain part.
That's the thing. So I'm like, I have potentially maybe another part, and I'm like, I could use the LA stuff in that. That's more mixed.
That's what I was going to say. Does it play a part in your brain though? Because you're like, okay, I got to get an ender. Well, now, I could have an all Spain part, but now I'm here in LA. I need the ender. Like, you know what I mean? Like you start thinking too
You have
much.
your song.
Getting an ender, like I have some things that I was looking at where I'm like, yeah, that could work.
Okay,
That could work. That could work. Like weighing out my options, with obviously the hardest one at the top of the list, and then go to the bottom of like, if you just kind of like take it down or whatever. If you got to try something, you're more likely to land or whatever. But as far as like the all Spain part, I kind of ruled it out at one point because I was just like, if you end up somewhere else and you're just trying to like, if you see some perfect spot, you're like, like this could be where I could get an ender, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm not going to not skate the spot, or I'm not going to get the clip and not put it in the part. Like,
right.
So, like there was even like some leftover Paris stuff that I had from like this independent trip that we did out there, but I wasn't able to get that stuff. It just like, put it in something else. Like I said, put my clips around.
Sure.
So it's all good. But, like I was cool with that too, because I was like, oh yeah, let's use that for that or whatever, and keep the spot all Spain. So because it's just really like Barcelona and then like north of Spain, like Bilbao, San Sebastian. I want to go to anywhere else. I was trying to go to Alicante, and try to go see what's up down there. Maybe Valencia.
Valencia's dope.
And just a couple more places if I was going to do the all Spain route, because I still got a little bit more time when I get back.
I wouldn't even go all Spain, because once you're out there, it's so easy to kind of get around, right?
Yeah.
You can go down to like France. You can go here and there.
Yeah.
It's like all
right now during COVID, it makes it a little harder.
Okay.
I'm going to be going out to Copenhagen.
Oh,
so when I'm there, I'm obviously going to try to film with my homies out there.
Yeah.
Oh, for the contest?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just I'm gonna definitely try to get footage wherever I am. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be like, I can't film here because it's not Spanish.
Hey, just a cool concept, because we've been watching some of these like Euro videos and Brazil and stuff like that, where they skate like one plaza and put out a little part that. Like
kind of like how they do the plazacation.
Those
things.
are kind of dope, dude.
Yeah, that is sick.
Like skate it with your homies and like put out an edit.
So I was saying to my homie like that we should start doing that.
Yeah.
Like Max Ronzi, he has his Grons 11th of the month thing.
Okay.
So he's basically kind of doing something similar where it's not just one plaza, but it's just like he'll collect a certain amount of clips over the month and just make an edit and then put it out every 11th of the month, rather than like filming things and putting them on Instagram and stuff. He's just been filming them and just making edits instead and just doing the YouTube route rather than Instagram. Yeah. So
I like it.
I have fun like going out with like those dudes like Max and like the crew, like all the FTC homies and stuff. Cause it's just different, like I go out with my boy Ludi and shit, and it's like super sick. Cause like, it's like a really on point like filming mission. Like we're like, everybody's super motivated, on time. Everybody's got some shit that they're working on, and like it's just super coordinated and fucking. It's like it's like that's speaking my language. I got OCD like a motherfucker, so if you say meet at 12, I'm like I'll be there at 11:50, like or 11:30. I know.
Sure.
But it's just like I love those sessions, and then it's also you got like a little more loose session where it's like you're not filming for a part, and you go out and you're just kind of filming like maybe they'll end up in like the little Grons video at the end of the month, or just something, or just like you said, like maybe we can go do like little plaza videos, because dude, there's so many plazas out there, man. It would be easy to do. It'd be easy to do. It's a good idea.
You got a lot of options out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it comes down to. You got a lot of options, bro. So I don't know. I'd like that. We've reviewed them on the Experience show. I like them. I like Little Plaza videos.
Yeah, I think it's really dope, especially to show how many things you can utilize in the plaza that maybe somebody didn't see that spot before.
Dude,
so
totally.
it opens up new things.
Absolutely, bro. Listen, man, much success. Sounds like besides the little injuries and the little things and the stab in the leg, you know, it sounds like you're in a great place.
Yeah.
Gonna get this
You look
video
healthy.
out.
Yeah.
You look great. Yeah, everything's going good.
20 pounds less now,
20
man.
pounds. Significant,
Yeah, my
bro.
knees are stoked on that.
Hell yeah.
Speaking multiple languages now.
Yeah, trilingual now.
Crypto.
Bro,
Crypto,
Yeah.
man. Stocks. You know,
Wow.
The Blake of Wall Street.
I know.
Hey,
The Blake of Wall
is
Street.
I'm thinking about writing a book.
Dude,
you know,
okay.
no, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not just kidding.
You're going to write a book.
I don't know, but I've been thinking
Wall
about
Street.
it. I'm not saying I'm doing it, but I've been thinking
Just
about it
start.
because I've had a lot of crazy shit happen in my life, as well as funny and just like from emotional to crazy to funny to heavy to just a lot.
Do you write shit down? Do you have a little journal or anything? You write anything, little stories or anything?
Not in that way, but
Okay.
I have like basically it's by photos because naturally I have a photographic memory as well. I remember everything in pictures.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so everything is like it's like frames to me. If that makes, it's like frames.
100%.
It's like a frame, like
Like
just,
a little snapshot.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like you have this square and basically like
You see
I don't
what's
know,
in it.
like, you tell me to look at that camera and picture it in my head. I'm picturing what I just looked at right there.
Right.
So it helps me in that sense, you know.
Okay. I'm just thinking if you want to write a book, journalizing, you know, writing stuff into little stories, little things.
If I get
could
to
help.
the writing the book, I will end up putting things like I will have like sections of my life. It'll be like okay,
chapter.
like 12 to 16, 16
Right,
to 20.
right,
Do like a 4-year thing. Be like, all this happened then, this happened this year, blah blah blah. I don't know. It could be a good idea. I was talking about it the other day. My dad was the first one to say, he's like, man, you could write a book with all the shit you've been through in your life. God damn. He's like, you've been through most shit in your life already than most motherfuckers go through in their whole life.
It's true.
I was like, yo, yeah, from, you know, being a little knucklehead, you know, being on probation, getting locked up, fucking all the crazy shit like that I went through when I was a kid, from just, you know, from getting into trouble with the cops and all that, to, you know, becoming a pro skater and moving to Europe and just like looking at like, you know, 15-year-old Blake would look at me right now and be like, what?
Well, listen, man. I mean, I'm proud of you because I used to see you at Venice.
Yeah,
and you were
I
just a
mean-
little kid. And listen, you were one of the few that kind of like made your way out of those
Yeah,
little
man.
cliques.
Shout out to
and-
my boy Wesley Tata,
Wes,
Nick
there you go.
Richardson, Richard Massey.
Yep.
The whole crew, man. All, you know, like, yeah, you guys, you, Mike, Danny, Robbie McKinley. I remember like you guys used to hook up Wes and Nick with all the old chocolate boards and stuff.
We would try to hook up anybody. You
You
know
guys
what I mean?
had
Like
that
we
crib
love-
right there by like Bundy and Wilshire
Yeah,
around by
yeah,
there.
yeah,
They used to
yeah.
always go over there.
Hell yeah.
And I remember they'd be like, they wouldn't let us come. They'd be like, no, you guys can't come. Like,
Yeah, right.
yeah, so they'd be like, you guys can't come. We could only go. But then, like, sometimes they would give
They
us
want
like
the
one of the
product.
boards. Like, yeah. But I was like thinking, I was like, well, yeah, man, these guys are pros. They don't want these kids in their house or whatever. But
Never got brought up to us.
Yeah, I know, right?
As far as I know. Maybe
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have
Sounds
to.
like they're
Hey, Nick, if you're watching
trying to keep
this,
them away.
I see
Yeah.
you, bro. Wes, you too.
yeah, man. Sounds like
yeah.
they were fucking.
I don't know if Richard was a part of that. I don't know if Richard went and got those boards either.
don't
I think Richard was
remember.
started getting actual boards for a second, then he
Richard
hurt
was
his knee.
good, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he
man.
still rips.
He still got it,
He
but yeah.
rips.
But when he was like, you know, in his like, you know, filming parts days, yeah, man. Richard's one of the people that I send my clips to get validated.
Yeah,
I have to get validated. If it's not validated by Richard, I'm like, it's weak.
Hell yeah.
If he's
But
like,
yeah.
nah, you could do this, I'm like, oh fuck, all right, I'll go try it.
Right,
Usually he's right. That's why I'm like, all right.
But like I said, man, I'm stoked for you, dude. Like you were the one of the kids that really, you know, came up and started
Thanks,
doing
man.
something, bro. And look at you now.
yeah,
It's amazing.
I couldn't like, you know, there's some homies that I thought would be in there making
I
it.
thought so too.
And
Yeah.
I with me, I almost was just like, okay, this isn't just for me, this is for them too. I was
There
like,
you go.
because if one of us makes it, we all make it.
Yeah,
That's how we all looked at any one of us. You know, if one of us did, we all did it.
I love it, bro. I love it, man. Bro, Blake, come back anytime,
Yeah,
right on, man.
dude.
Nice
if
to
we
be
don't,
here.
if you don't come back before the video part or after the video part drops, come back soon after when you get back from Barcelona.
For sure, yeah. I'm hoping that I'll be back sooner than later. I'm hoping it's not going to take another 1.5 years. So
Hope not.
Hope not either.
And if so, I'll definitely have a lot to talk about again. So.
Hell yeah!
More
Listen,
stories.
Start writing that book, dude.
Yeah. I'll get back to you
Start
guys
a
on that.
podcast.
get back,
to you guys
get
on that.
back to us, bro.
This is serious.
Now I threw it out on here, so it's going to give me a little bit more motivation. People might start expecting that. So,
Fuck, I'm expecting it.
all right.
Yeah.
What you could do is start a podcast and start basically transcribing it. Your book now.
Right,
Taking
easy,
notes from-
bro, with the podcast stuff.
I mean, you could literally
You guys
just
could just build me a little corner
You give
over
me a little
there.
corner
and
over
just, like, in this little space, and I'll do my thing. You know,
Who's that over there? It's
give you
Blake,
guys
man. He's
the
doing
next,
podcast.
crypto assets you need to get.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we
yeah,
get.
top of
Yeah,
that.
we're in
we,
VeChain now.
yeah, we got to talk about that.
Everybody
We gotta
get
talk about
fucking
that.
VeChain.
VeChain. I'm gonna get it right
VeChain,
now.
I'm definitely looking.
I
into
swear to
VeChain.
God, they need to hire me, bro. Start giving me free
Yeah.
tokens. You know,
There you
pay me in VET.
Hell yeah,
Word.
dude. Blake, thank
Thanks,
you
you
so
guys,
much
man.
for coming in,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Right on.
Stopping and
Thank you,
chatting
man.
with us, man. Blake Johnson, everybody, huh?